Lord.
You're now listening to M.E.M.E. You're now listening to M.E.M.E. Yeah. M.E.M.E.
This is the M.E.M.E. Podcast, where M.E.M.E. stands for music, movies, improvs. Everyone must envy, where we make memes on air. We're the only podcast that memeifies and discusses Black entertainment, past, present, and non-existent, that you need to love and respect for the purpose of you appreciating the culture more and us pushing the culture forward. I am your host, Kim Betha.
I am Hamron.
And I am Fee Diddy. And as we proceed, I am back like Moses to bring the Lord. And also, AKA the book of Ecclesiastics, because I'm here to drop the truth on you niggas. The God awful truth.
The God awful. AKA Harlem World.
No.
Harlem on the rise. No. And do you want
God
some problems with these guys?
I am an MC.
No, that's the I Have Crew 12 album. I remember. I'll never forget.
I'm a Crew 12.
Shout out to the new set out there in New York.
I am an MC. Are you 12?
12? Harlem on the rise.
And you don't want no problem with its guys.
And we'll get to that later. He didn't want no problems either.
So this is season 9, where we're divine but out of line. Divine but out of line. Debo.
Febo.
So, meme number 97. 97. Man, fuck all that.
I don't participate. No, I don't participate. No, not November. What are you talking about?
Is that November?
97.
What are you talking about?
Entitled The Resurrection of Mason Betha.
And we're gonna # to the top.
Dum, 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 dum.
Release entertainment.
Hashtag the Oracle says stop it.
No.
You don't know?
Stop.
Hashtag you don't know?
Hashtag
no.
Gots to do better. Pause.
Yeah, I did. I was going to add that to the notes. There'd be a pause in there somewhere.
I said pause. Hashtag what would Betha do?
He would do Betha.
He would do himself.
He is the Oracle.
No, he listens to the Oracle.
He gets oral. Go.
No.
No.
So you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and all podcast platforms. You're only getting seasons 8 and up on those platforms. If you want seasons 1 through 7, pre and post shows, and other exclusive content, go to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/theMEMEpodcast. That's TheMEME podcast. Hey. Donate, support, and become a meme or a meme bird.
Hey, is it Mace the Son or Mace the Father? He's the Junior. Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So is it my son?
My son.
Or
my
is he
son?
the father?
My soul. You was my soul in this shit too.
Stretch marks from this art gave birth to this?
You say stretch marks from the ark?
That's
art.
Dre.
That's Dre. Oh, oh,
dum bum bum. Dum dum dum.
So, hashtag Lil Durrell.
I couldn't help myself. He said he gonna call that nigga Durrell.
Lil Durrell.
So that's Lil Durrell. My name is Lil Durrell.
I want to call him by his middle name correctly and make sure I say
Durrell, Mason Durrell, Betha. Oh, it's Mason. Mason.
Yeah, so is he the son, the father?
Mason Durrell, Betha.
Durrell.
Little Durrell. I said it.
So topics of discussion, we have the timelines. We're going to go down the timelines for Mason's career. The Power of the Pen, segment 2, and then the third, meme multiverse of madness. So before we get into it, let's talk about what Fee is wearing today. What is your name today on the show? Ecclesiastes?
The book of Ecclesiastes, because I'm here to drop the god awful truth on you niggas.
Okay. What you got? What you wearing? What you wearing?
My bad boy.
Bad boy this, bad boy that.
20th anniversary jersey from the tour, the Bad Boy reunion, and my bad boy fitted cap.
Murray J. Bougie over here.
Oh, bougie.
Actually, I'm more like Pam from Total
Keisha
and Pam. Because I'm wearing exactly what she was wearing from the reunion, but in black.
What you doing doing the dance with the Diddy?
Yeah, with Diddy. And I'm not here to defend Mace so much as I am to try to I do what I do best.
Defend Diddy.
But there's gonna be some god awful truths told.
So you came here to speak the truth.
Yes.
You ain't
The god awful.
So there will be no biasness on this podcast.
No.
Because Mace is on trial right now.
And I told you I don't plead the fifth. I'm here to give it to you raw and uncut.
Because, as a matter of fact, because he called it the liberation of Mason Do Better.
Well, there was also the emancipation of M.E.M.E, but I don't give a fuck about none of that.
No, but I'm saying, but if you want to be free, we don't put you on trial.
Well, to be emancipated, you do have to go to court.
Yes. So you're in court now, Mace. Mason Do Better. Let's go. This is the meme versus Mason Durrell Betha.
You almost had one of these, but they didn't have it. It wouldn't come in time for your size.
It's all
I'll
good.
get you one.
It's all
but
good.
this is what I'm doing now.
I wish I got a shiny shoe for this episode.
I was just talking to Christ about this. This is just what I'm gonna do from here on out. This is a music and movie
and
improv, but we do more music and movies. But that's dressing.
If you come up here with that fucking red leather outfit that motherfucking Edie Murpeachy was wearing, you gotta go. You
would allow it, but
yeah,
look,
probably be fire on her.
Look at the buns on her, but
the Doonies.
You'd allow it, but that's show appropriate. Come up here in my music hoodies, my music t-shirts. I washed those Mac Miller shirts that you got me.
Did they shrink?
No, they didn't shrink. Thank God. They didn't also come off in the dryer. I didn't dry them. But the black one, like when I washed it by itself, but the color still came off of the picture. So it's kind of like a black and white now.
You got to frame it.
I will. But like get more music and movie orientated apparel
drill
for the show, but I would also like to get us some mean baseball jerseys.
Now, see, that would be very dope. Then you can go on that website that be on Facebook all the time. We look into that.
Yeah.
I'm mad now because I had bought a Death Row shirt, but it's 2X, so I can't wear it. I got a little chubby, but I will get me a Death Row shirt one day.
Shut up. They got them for cheap on Amazing.
Is the Death Row Jones? Yeah. Let me go peep out. I don't know why I never looked.
You need to go on Amazing. I got this whole fit off of Amazing.
That was on Amazing?
On Amazing.
God damn. Beezies. Yeah, the Beezies. With the space and came back with it.
Our Mac Miller hoodies.
Oh, no,
amazing. My Tyler the Creator hoodie. Amazing. My fucking Albie Short, the black Albie Short shirt. Amazing.
You know what? I'm gonna go some amazing shopping after this podcast.
And it's all reasonably priced. This came up in a day? Mm-hmm. I got this in a day.
You know what? You are on to something. I like this.
I like it together. We divine, but out of line.
he told me to get my drip together so we could shine together. But I'm gonna have to do for him what I'm doing for myself.
Also, shout out to us for almost wearing the exact same.
Didn't I
colors.
say that to you in the bathroom?
Mhm.
I said, look at us all dressed in black like we
And-
showed up for Mace's funeral.
But the funny thing was, I was gonna wear a black T-shirt, but I was like, I put the white one on. I was gonna wear the white one, but I was like, you didn't throw a polo on. I just threw a polo on, just ran out the door. So
Look
it
at
worked
us.
out.
We
It worked
all-
out.
we-
Yeah, hell yeah, guys.
Back
Hell
in
yeah.
black.
Season 9.
This
Y'all.
is the divine.
If I would have bought my hat.
Divine.
We didn't
black.
even we didn't plan this.
We
Yeah,
just
but I did
came
not bring
out
my
this
hat,
way.
so I'm trash for that part. If I brought my hat, then we'd be all mad.
But I mean, we didn't plan this.
It's all organic.
Divine.
We know each
but
other
not
at this
aligned.
point.
Now, the reason why we're doing this show, you might be saying, "Hey, season 9, there's a lot going on out here in the universe."
Yeah, we should do the Pusha T show.
No,
Technically, we are
Future
doing.
show?
Technically,
Future
we
show?
are doing the Pusher T show.
Pusha Terrence.
Oh, technically, yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, so it's like, why are you guys doing Mace out of all people? The Oracle dropped like 2 months ago. So
months ago.
uh,
didn't hear it.
now again, this is a good segue as to like we just organically dressed alike
As we proceed,
to give you
what you need.
exactly. So it came across as I was doing my research. Mason retired 4/20, 1999. Here it is, 4/30. It's 4/30, 10 days later. We were actually supposed to do this show 2 weeks ago.
We were.
So it's still, at the end of the day, it still lines up. It's not like we said, hey, what's going on? Oh, Mace retired like 20 years ago. Let's do a Mason show. Let's do a Mace show. Like, it didn't happen that way. It just fell into that timeline and this space, whatnot. So that's number one. Number two, meme number 27, rest in peace, to meme number 27, which you can find nowhere. We got all of our other shows except for meme number 27. What was meme number 27? It was the Mace show where we were still.
Isn't in his own top 10.
Yeah, Mace is not top 10 in his own top 10.
Yeah.
Yes. So we did that after this was season 3.
Season 3. But I'm going to say this real fast. I think Mace did hear that show because he did put himself in his top 5 on that live stream 2 months ago.
Look at
Because
us.
nobody else is posting anything about Mace.
But he didn't hear us because it never got posted.
Or maybe it's on the dark web somewhere and we don't even know it.
Maybe a young strip.
Got it.
Ooh.
So yeah, young strip at Fishbowl because we were still at Fishbowl at the time.
Oh, okay.
We were still at Fishbowl, early days. So that show never saw the light of day. So we talked about like, hey, we're gonna do a May show. We need to redo the May show. And we was like, I don't feel like doing that shit. So
Where that shit get?
which was a dope show. It was actually a dope show. This is when we were playing music on Fishbowl. So we was playing Children of the Corn, freestyles and stuff like that. So we really went into the history of Mace. So it was a good show, but it never saw the light of day. Now, going to when you gave me a call and said, hey, brother, we should do a Mace show. Why did we need to do a Mace show? Break it down to the people. Break it down to the
Well,
memes out there.
Break down.
we originally said it.
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago. When you called me, it was like, hey, the numbers.
Oh, we did it was exactly 70. So I called him. I would try my best. I don't remember the exact conversation. So he has to help me out here.
I will.
Yeah, thank you. So let's say, hey, we're going into season 9. We talk about it being divine, the divine 9. So we're like, hey, every episode always happens organically. So we knew Kenny was coming, but it's before the date actually dropped. So we knew the Kenny episode had to be in there somewhere. But then I thought about it. I was like, hey, since that was episode 27, we're about to go into season 9 with the 97. Exactly 70 episodes later, why not redo it? Especially with I think the Oracle had just dropped at that point.
Right.
So I was like, it's kind of like it's basically setting itself back up for us to do this show. So that was 3 weeks ago where we said we were going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's anything else in that conversation? Said the 70.
I just said the 9-7. That's when Mace popped.
Oh, 9-7 he popped. Yeah.
So this is meme number 97. So the year Mace popped on the scene with Feel So Good. No, what you call it? Hypnotize. Was he on Hypnotize?
No, you don't hypnotize. No,
Hypnotize.
money,
he
more
was on
problems.
Only
More
You.
money, more problems.
He was on Only
But he
You.
was on Only You. That was 96.
But Big was on that too. So nothing really. He didn't pop until like More Money, More Problems. Yeah. I'm thinking about Hypnotize. More Money, More Problems. So yeah, the 9-7. So meme number 97. You 70 episodes later, the 7, and then the 9 again, the 9 and the 7. 70 shows since meme number 27. So it was like we are in alignment, as we told you in meme number 6, not meme 6, season 6, where we got into it, our intuition. That's when we started really getting into it. So that's how this show came about, because we're resurrecting meme number 27, and also resurrecting Mason, because he's popping up. He's wanting to be liberated. So we're helping him to resurrect. Now, are we going to get into the other things that transpired since we didn't do the show 2 weeks ago? Go ahead. So we were supposed to do the show 2 weeks ago, like we said. I didn't feel good. Oh yeah, it was you. Yeah, he's the one that he was not feeling well. No, we was recording. We were trying to get stuff together for the Wild podcast and all that. So I was just like, that was Easter Sunday. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I was like, we'll just push it another 2 weeks. Yeah, so we ended up doing that, but that was like, I was more so thinking like, damn, the Oracle tube would have been out of the algorithms and all that stuff. But what I found interesting was over the last week, all of a sudden all these Mace videos popped up. I think Gene Deal did an interview where he basically said Mace and Biggie wasn't cool like that for real. Carcino did a video last night on goddamn Mace and Biggie were best friends or some shit like that. But then the major thing happened last night as I was lying in my bed, looking through my phone, and then I see Dude Love is about to sign to Motown. If you know who Dude Love is, that is P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Love, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Jonathan Combs. Combs, as we call him. So he is signing to Motown for a solo album. So I'm like, well, damn. So this came out last night. It's all lining back up again for us to do this show. So the universe is telling us, let's get this Mace episode out the way. All the stuff is lining up. Let's get it out. Right. And then I actually said a couple of months ago, because the Freddie P situation happened, where he was crying, talking about how Diddy disrespected him, how he was treating him and things like that. So that popped off. Then the Gene Deal thing popped. I think there was another story, Gene Deal, that popped around that time. And then the Oracle dropped. So I'm like, anytime I see stuff like that just out of the blue where it's getting a lot of traction, I'm like, Diddy must be dropping an album or making some type of business move. And here we are. So yes, everything happens for a reason. Seems like the meme is always there when we're supposed to be. Right. So even 70 episodes later, 4 years after the original Oracle dropped, we're here. Just like the Friday episode that I just posted, we recorded that like 2 months ago. I just posted that like a couple of days ago. It was on the exact date of the anniversary of the 27th anniversary. It was the 30th. No, 27th anniversary. 27th. 27th anniversary. So it's like, even in my laziness, I still get it right.
Gotta get it right,
right, buddy.
I did.
Hey, did they happen with John B? No.
We put it out there.
That's for the streets.
Probably like the 3rd anniversary of Stronger Every Day.
I do not feel stronger.
So yeah, so Friday came on time, even though I wasn't.
It come at the same time every week.
Oh, and the set it off thing happened at the perfect time.
Yep.
So yeah, we just fall in line, listen to Gad, and do what we need to do. Get up every morning.
That's Paul. That's Paul Nim, in case you didn't know.
So yeah, I was looking for the. I see he didn't really do a full interview, the Funk Flex interview when he retired. I thought it was like a long, drawn out, like, hey, you know. Boom, boom.
He had a quick statement. Got the fuck off. Hey, hop on the plane. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, cause I was like, damn, they just scrubbed this off the internet. I was like, damn, and it's just like he just like, yeah, man, I'm just gonna retire. All right, take care.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
Oh, bye. Double up.
Double up.
He didn't have a release date for Double Up at that point, though, so he didn't know.
Pops like, well, shit.
Which
We gonna have to
make it
release
even
this
worse.
soon.
Gotta drop this shit. Drop this heat that we don't have.
They had only shot the video with Blackstreet.
Mm. And wait, he retired in April, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, April 20th.
So I know they
Oh,
did.
20.
As a matter of fact, I was watching that the Cardan interview. They did the I Like It video, and then he retired like 2 weeks later, something like that.
Right.
So yeah.
So yeah, we did this this Mace episode during your midterms. How did that affect you? We saved you. No, did we?
No. I mean, first of all, I'm gonna rock my school shit regardless. Like, but in my mind, I had a problem because if you listen to losers, you lose. Like, that's just off rip.
You
Like,
can't win.
you can't break even. You can't get out the
of
game.
Shout out to Mike Jiggy giving us the knowledge early.
So in my mind, no disrespect,
Respectfully.
but when you listen, yes, he's a great party vibe, but when you listen to Mace, he not talking about shit.
My whole thing is, you said Mace is a vibe.
It's a party vibe. It's in this dancery. Like,
That beat is anyway. Continue.
I love in this dancery for the vibe.
What is this vibe that y'all hear? I don't get it.
I'm an ass shaker, my nigga, and I shouldn't need to keep saying that. Anything that makes me want to throw my ass in a circle, I'm do you hear me? Like, you're not listening.
When I hear throw that ass in a circle, I more so understand it than goddamn dancery and goddamn. I don't
really see too many people clapping to dancery.
You're also not a woman. Women love in this dancery.
I've never seen a woman dance to that song.
You've also
I'm sorry. I've never seen a
video.
woman dance good. I see
It's a vibe.
Yeah,
It's a vibe.
That's not dancing. That's just swaying back and
It's
forth.
a vibe.
I'm talking about
You can put any song on and niggas, if it has a decent beat, niggas will get up.
Niggas will get up and dance.
and that's
So
probably
does
that's
that
probably
Dancery has one of those danceable nigga beats.
I just
It's not back that ass up.
yeah. Like we heard that.
Even back that ass up ain't back that ass up for me. I'm not throwing ass to back that ass up.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
That's what everyone, not everyone, women, probably some men.
Here's the thing.
But
that's
what
most
everybody
women
get up on that
But
one.
most women from New Orleans don't dance to that.
Well, I get that because it's kind of like that's like niggas in Harlem probably listen to Feel So Good because goddamn it's like
Niggas from Harlem don't do the Harlem Shake.
yeah, like what the
They
fuck?
also not chicken noodle souping.
Because they're there. So I'm saying I get that from that aspect. They're not there, but
I'm shaking tits and ass to Feel So Good. But once you start to, when you're listening to it to break it down,
it's a problem.
it's a problem.
But that's why I say I would rather go listen to goddamn Hollywood Swinging than Feel
I
So
say,
Good.
hey. What you got to say? Hollywood.
No money in the ghetto.
Hollywood swinging.
Wow.
But once you're listening to it and you're not listening to it to dance, it's a problem.
Whose song is that? Is that too short?
Like one of the two short, you want
I was listening to it in terms of let's break this shit down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out where Mace went wrong.
He was wrong in the beginning.
Somewhat.
It was wrong.
I'm sorry. He was correct,
But he wasn't right.
There you go.
So lyrically, because I'm no longer listening to it to dance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to it for a purpose.
Okay, so
But I'm also trying to study.
okay.
And when you study losers,
You lose.
you lose.
So if I may,
But did you pass?
I did actually.
So you listened to him and passed. So you proved your theory wrong.
I proved me right.
How?
When you technically, when you listen to losers, spinning
like Mace over here.
when you
It's not gonna
listen
work
to
for me.
losers, you lose. But when you have unshakable faith in yourself, you will always win.
Sound like Mace over here.
So you can listen to Mace and win.
That also means that I can break even and I can get out the game.
But you just said you can't win. You can't break even.
You can't get out the game.
Yeah, you just said that. So how are you?
She's grown since she said that.
Mike Jiggy said
That
that.
was 2 minutes ago. Fucking 2 minutes ago.
But that was 2 minutes ago.
That was my mind frame.
I grow
2 minutes ago.
That was my mind frame when I was getting ready. But I had already, because we had already did this. We had already discussed it. So I'd been listening to Mace for like a fucking month before the show ever happens.
We're sorry about that, by the way.
I'm not.
But in my mind,
she has unshakable faith.
I have unshakable faith in myself.
You know, I'm gonna apologize, and I'm gonna ignore what he's saying because let me ask you one simple question, sir.
Can you whoop my ass?
Did you listen to Welcome Back all the way through?
I scamped.
Exactly. So you did not. So that's a no. See, you're dancing again. That's a yes or no question. And you say you skipped through. No, you did not listen to it all the way through. You just Welcome Back all the way through?
No. I didn't listen to it all the way through, but I skimped. So I did listen to it all the way through.
No, you didn't.
I listened.
Did you listen to it all the way through? Which means I did
you
not
didn't
press
have that
fast.
part.
No,
yes,
put that
he
part.
did.
Yes, no.
Yes, he did.
Listen to it all the way through. Because
Yeah.
I heard everything,
That
even the
means
silence before the song came on. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about?
No, I listened all the way through. I listened to song number 1, skip through that. Let's skip through the song number 2.
So you didn't hear he didn't hear the transitions in between songs.
So he didn't hear
that wasn't a part of
he
the
didn't listen
original
all
question.
the way
That
through.
is the question.
That wasn't a part of the original question. He didn't specify.
Tell me exactly what I said.
He's about to masterfully spin out of
No,
this.
no, he's not.
No, you said, did you listen to it all the way through?
Yes.
I said I scamped through that hoe.
Which means you did not listen. That's a no.
No, that means I listened.
That's a no.
By definition,
no.
that is not listening to it all the way through.
What is all the way
By
through?
definition is listening to the whole album without touching anything, not skimming, not fast forwarding.
You heard every bar. You heard every weekend, and you even heard the silence between the songs.
Next time you need to specify.
No.
I mean, by definition, he did.
No, it ain't no by definition because everybody has different definitions.
Okay.
Webster's has one definition.
Fuck Webster.
All means
Fuck that
all
nigga
encompassing.
Fuck Webster.
Which means
Number one.
everything.
Webster don't even really get into the
Webster
etymology.
did chicken noodle soup,
Webster don't even really get into the etymology though.
Okay, let's get the etymology. What does all mean?
I don't know.
Hey, look that up recently.
What is all encompass and what does all encompassing mean?
Okay, let me break it down for y'all. So all originated, it's a Latin Germanic. So so all
That
is
nigga just called Jermaine.
back in those days, they didn't use the P and the U. So it's actually Paul, and we already know Paul is Gad. So Gad is all. So I am Gad. So I listen to all of that shit.
Wash my hands. I say my grace. What more do you want from me?
So technically, I did.
Down.
Based off the etymology, I listened to all that shit. Because I am Gad. Nigga, what's up?
Technically, I'm Gad. I'm technically based too. So
he heard it when it was
I
recorded.
recorded that shit. Nigga, what you talking about?
Fuck with me.
This nigga is Unity from Rick and Morty.
Who want to argue? Who want to argue?
Are we all one? So yes,
Yeah.
I was there. So yes, I was there.
Yeah. So who wants to argue with me now?
So technically, because I listened to
Argue
it,
with Mace.
because I listened to it, you heard it through me.
If you want to put it that way.
You said you're everyone. You're every woman.
Shout out Whitney.
It's all in you, huh? Pause. Yo. Watch though.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
No.
I got a question.
Yes. Is it a serious cancer?
Who can make the average dancer hyper? Then yeah. Anyway.
Not Karis one.
Go listen to our pre-show on Patreon where we break down the infamous
the career. No, Karis broke his own career down.
That nigga broke down the stage. They had to get a green screen.
He broke down the future.
Broke down the budget. Nigga broke down his shoes. He almost fell twice.
Go to our pre-show on the Patreon, patreon.com/theMEMEpodcast, and we can listen to the pre-show for meme number 97.
That nigga said do the hunting.
They did it incorrectly.
Disrespecting
Let
Shy
me
G.
teach you how to do the.
Don't teach me a goddamn thing, sir.
Nigga, you should retire from teaching at this point because now you're teaching you wrong.
Wrong. You're doing wrong.
He need to go to Abbott Elementary.
So the question I have is, how does Mace differ from the elders at the beginning of Friday, whom I said didn't represent Gad because they cussed out Craig? Remember that conversation?
Correct, because he differs. He don't differ. But I would also like to go back to that argument, whereas I said there is no such thing as a curse word. Just because you cuss doesn't mean that you're doing wrong. Who decided that these were bad words? Because they're all in the Bible.
The white man.
They're all in the. So the white man gets to dictate what black people get to say and deem it as curses.
Yes. It's the Kang's English, ain't it?
So I'm asking you,
and you was a king.
What makes you any different than the white man? Because you out here judging the sisters and Mace, saying that they're cursing other black people.
But hey, may I add on to that?
Please.
By the language definition, we know words are spells.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all are curse words in a way, depending on what you feel about the spell being cast upon you.
I want somebody to curse me with some fuck.
Okay. I like that. I like what you did there. That was really good. Yeah, so threw me all the way off of there. So as we talked about with Mace, since Mace is I think
a fuck diamond.
A fuck diamond. I need me a diamond to fuck.
You can curse me with a fuck diamond. Fuck diamond.
The curse of Michael McDonald's.
That was Michael McDowell, but
he black.
It's Michael McDowell.
But since the words that we said that Mace was a masterful spinner of words earlier, did we not?
Yes.
So then, yes, I would compare him.
A spin god.
Spin god. So I will put him in that category of, yes, he is the women from the beginning of Friday.
I said yes.
And low key, Ice Cube went back in the past and he threw a shot at Mace at distance by slamming the door in his face. Because he didn't want to hear that shit. He knew he was fake.
But again, I ask, who is in charge of saying that black people are cursing when all of these words are listed and indoctrinated in you? You want black people to praise and uphold the Bible, but you don't want us to regurgitate the words that are in it.
Like, damn.
Ass. Fuck. Niggas.
I don't think fuck niggas are in the Bible.
Well, fuck niggas are in the Bible.
But I don't think
let's be clear.
I don't think the words were used in that manner.
They weren't used in that order.
In that order or in that
there is a Negas. It's a city.
Oh, what that is.
But
it's a city of fuck.
It's not disrespecting niggas. It's Kangs. Ethiopian Kangs.
Negas is a city.
Ethiopian king too.
A city of kings.
It's Ethiopian king Negas.
Also, so let's be clear. You not know better than a white man to deem Mace and those older black ladies as ill-intended.
Sorry.
You should be.
What is ill intentions?
And who's to say?
Because
If I'm trying to save your soul and calling you a half-dead motherfucker, am I wrong for calling you what you are? Because in order to be a full Christian or to be fully alive, you have to be embodied in the soul and the spirit and spend every waking hour doing what I'm doing out here as I'm walking the streets of Compton
okay.
in the army of the Lord. So technically, if you ain't marching this march with me and fighting these battles and knocking on these doors, you are half dead, motherfucker.
Okay. That is fine.
Because to live with Christ is to be alive.
Okay. So I wonder if the Muslim community feels the same way.
They don't. They feel that way about Yahweh or
Yahweh.
same.
Yewa. Yewa.
You know what I'm saying. You know what word I'm looking for.
Oh God, Yewa.
You know what word I'm looking for.
We'll just keep it Yahweh. I like that.
Me too. But Ice Cube, who is
And they
Muslim,
also do feel that way, but they feel even more strongly because if you don't believe, you're not half dead, you full dead, because we'll kill you.
So that's what I was about to get into. So who's right? Who's wrong in that? If Ice Cube would have sit there and pulled a sword out and chopped the old lady's head off because he was a Muslim,
he would have been in the Them Changes video by Thundercat.
I thought they changed it by Tupac because why would he be in that video? That's just the way it is. Yeah.
When will we ever learn?
Oh yeah.
Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. That's not what's gonna be legit.
Nobody's even concerned.
Would that be legit or was that E40?
That ain't E40. I've heard.
I think it'd be legit.
I've heard 40 Fonzarelli singing. That ain't it.
No, it's a song that they sampled. It was either E40 or it'd be legit. I remember that song.
Some things will never change. Hold on. I hope I don't go back to slinging.
That's E40.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
E40.
trying to hear if they sound the same. Slinging yayo to get my mayo.
Now, that's how you redo a song. Unlike with Puff and them, we're doing it Mace.
Easy. That was it. The easy lane. So let's go ahead and get into these timelines.
Got it.
Write it
down. So when Mace got in the game, he was Murder Mace in regards to rapping. Before he got on with Puff, he was Murder.
P. Diddy made me pretty.
So he was Murder Mace rapping.
Murder.
Murder.
Talk about some murder. I'm still Pimp C, bitch. So what the fuck is up?
Getting pounded on the streets.
Because I got big fucking nuts.
Coming back from Louisiana in a Fleetwood
With
Mac.
Mac.
Now let's serve some niggas shit to put the things on the back. Man.
Rest in peace,
Pimp Say.
Chad.
When we gonna do that album?
We did.
We did UGA already.
We did UGK. We
Oh, I
did
missed that show. I missed that show.
No, not listen again.
Nah, I fucked with that.
I
fucked with that. Man. We was at Fishbowl, so we couldn't really.
That's an interesting thing.
You
to talk
ain't
about.
never seen
Like how we did the
a pimp that's
like we did the whole UGK, we did the whole Outkast, we did the whole Don't Let, we did the whole Cash Money. Maybe we should start picking out like certain albums and then breaking those down.
Riding Dirty is classic.
Riding Dirty's a classic. Equipment classic. What album would you do for No Limit as a classic? Ghetto Dope.
Yup.
Ghetto Dope. But I think we do Ghetto Dope. We realize that album's halfway.
I want to do Charge to the Game.
I low key do also.
I want to do Charge It to the Game.
because I'm gonna do it, and that would be called Silk Shock. Silk the Shocker was not the worst rapper of all time.
He wasn't actually.
Peace be straight with me.
That's what I was asking.
How did I know?
So we got Murder Mace. So he started off with Children of the Corn, which is Children of the Corner, with Killer Cam,
Killer.
Big L.
Big L, he holding it down.
It also had Herb McGruff.
I don't know everything.
Scruff McGriff.
Herb McGruff.
Sound like Mike
Sound like
McGriff.
who? So yeah.
There we go.
So yeah, so we had the Children of the Corn. So Murder was rapping about murder.
Never committed one. I seen a nigga die over respect and he ain't had none.
But he was getting his weight up. But as Cameron and Jimmy would tell you, he was secondhand. He didn't really
Jimmy
have
kisses his mom.
What?
She watches that stuff.
Jada kisses his mom.
Jimmy.
Oh, kisses his mom. Okay.
Oh, you said Jada kisses his
his
mom.
I was like, what? Like, what
The fuck is it?
I'm like, double this. Like, what the fuck just happened right there?
No, so let Jimmy and Cam tell you that he was like, and Mace would tell you the same thing. Like he was broke, didn't have money. Jim and Cam was out there getting money, doing what they do, and they was giving Mace their hand-me-down. So he was getting the secondhand sneaks, the clothes, and all that. So if you didn't know, Cam and Mace did play basketball together for the high school. They were, I think, was they all
Is
American?
this the above the rim story?
It does sound like it, doesn't it?
I think, you know what?
Okay.
The way Martin was Cameron. Yes.
And would Mace be like Marlon Wayans?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. He's boogaloo.
And all we need is I'm tired of the pain and the strain to start playing right now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And then Mace took those woes and turned them into soul. The gold.
No, turn them into woes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. But yeah, as Murder Mace, he was dope on the mic. We'll get into that in segment 2. He was dope. I liked.
Subjective.
Thank you.
You're
Subjective.
welcome.
I'll play some later. So he moves them from Children of the Corn. So he's writing. He drops out. He stops playing basketball. Cam continues to play basketball. He goes up to New York. I forgot the name of the school, but
School Mace.
Yeah, Mace.
It's like the school of Purchase or some shit.
Purchase. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is a Purchase? But yeah, so it's like New York Purchase, and grades wasn't good, so he pretty much dropped out. Then he started taking rap seriously. Started writing. Then he goes down south.
Real fast, I just thought about something. Why do niggas always want to put forth an effort to rap that they don't put forth in school?
Because niggas ain't trying to learn about this goofy ass shit that ain't got shit to do with
That's
nothing.
how you end up being Nicki Minaj and talk about you bitches are sleeping on me. Epilepsy. I said all that to say stay in school.
Go to school, don't be a fool, go. Get an education.
But not like Meg Thee Stallion. Anyway, let's go on.
So
What's wrong? She got an education.
she got her degree.
I know, but she around her doing this dumb ass shit. We'll get to that another time though. Fake ass crying on Gail. Anyway, continue.
So
Y'all
yeah.
see the interview?
So Atlanta, he go down to
She should have never did it.
And I was anyway.
So
Wait,
he
who
goes-
went down to Texas?
not Texas. I didn't say Texas.
Who? Wait, who you talking about?
Well, May started running around trying to get on whatnot, going to like the Jack the Rapper, not Jack the Ripper.
Oh, wait, you went to
Jack
Atlanta.
the Rapper, to Atlanta, yeah, to Jack the Rapper. That's when he runs into Puff. He's actually was gonna get down with Jermaine Dupri. He raps for Puff. Puff was like, "Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna sign you when you get back to New York."
What do you think that would have looked like?
If he were signed with Jermaine,
Mm-hmm.
what year is this? Like 95?
94, 95.
After the bomb, the Brad Funkified.
Would he have been Bow Wow before Bow Wow?
No, he was older.
I'm saying, would he have been Bow Wow?
So get like the bounce would be type of beat.
Yeah.
Well, I got an interesting story in segment 3 for you guys.
Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait, but can we throw that in the multiverse?
If he would have signed to Jermaine,
Yeah.
yes, I remember that.
I will.
Yes. So he goes back to New York, signs with Puff off of the verse he spit which appears on the Only
Only
You.
you.
You can hum all you want to, come all you want to.
Money, I'ma flaunt you. Girl, I wanna flaunt you.
But I always want you when
Nobody wants you. If I die now, my love will still haunt you. Mace ain't the one that'll pay for your phone, but Mace
be the one that.
Oh, can I ask a question?
So he got
So
signed up for that?
hypocrisies.
Exactly.
Hypocrisies.
Hip hop accuracies. Go ahead.
Money, I'ma front you, but
you wrote.
Mace ain't the one that'll pay for your phone.
You just did.
You'll probably some money. I'm gonna pay my phone bill with it. Tricks on you, jokes on you, bud. You paid for my phone. But also how you
Everybody
pay for phones
know
when
I
you're
got
broke?
more bounce to the ounce.
No, you don't. Who are you?
But he said one thing accurately. Bad boy makes more money than you can count.
I'm just a part of bad boy. I'm not bad boy. But yeah, but he said, but here's the thing that threw me off.
And that's what got you signed?
I was
No,
just about
he
to say
said-
that. I was like, how
no,
do you
he
rap
said-
that and be like, yeah, when you get back to New York, off that?
No, he said he made Diddy sound off one line. So what line in all that shit was the line that made, oh, get a line, this nigga.
I want to break it down. It can't be you can hum all you want to, you can come all you want to. Money, I'm affront you. Girl, I want to flaunt you. So I don't think it was one line. I want to say it was probably like a bunch of lines.
And we don't know if he rapped to a beat and it was like, okay, he was smooth.
It's
on the beat.
it's gotta be the beginning. It can't be the end.
Yeah, I remember how this shit is. I always stop after the
Everybody
bad boy
know
get
I
broke.
got more bounce to the ounce. Bad boy make more money than you can count.
He probably was like, yeah,
I do it to you, baby, for a large amount.
But when he probably said, if he did say bad boy, Puff was probably like,
When
oh,
the beat
okay,
comes, you'll be
he
glad to
respecting
be
us.
around when I will be around.
While I'll be around till the winner is announced.
Yeah, I don't see
Why we can't let bygones be bygones. All of this don't make no sense.
So, or he
Just
lied
like,
because he didn't really sign him off with one line.
Maybe it was.
So,
I believe
Mace,
it might have
you
been
have a
the
lie in the
whole.
article.
I believe it was the whole thing. It couldn't have been.
Lisa Left Eye in the Closet didn't sound right either, but it happened.
She up in the closet.
I said Lisa Left Eye was in the closet at Jermaine's
Well,
house.
would he have?
Oh, yeah.
Would he have been in the closet next to Left Eye?
Yeah, because he did say when he did sign the bad boy, he was still grinding. He was
Grinding?
living at Puff's.
Closet next to left.
He said he was. Hey, scoot your ass over.
It's my side.
It ain't no room in here.
Now, if Jermaine Dupri was living like I'm living, like my closet's pretty big, so you can fit a couple people in there and they can sleep comfortably.
You
But-
could. I mean, my closet too. His closet now.
Yeah, but we know they went to a closet like that back in the day. Let's be real.
But he said when
Same
he was
closet.
saying,
Closets.
She got their Dracula shit to sleep setting up and shit.
No, the walls were this close, so they kept her standing up.
She gonna open the door, she gonna fall out.
If she would have went down to bended knee, she would have hit her head.
leg stronger than a hoe.
Ain't no way that car crash killed her.
Oh my god!
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
All right, Mason.
She spent her youth getting her head banged up against walls in a closet, fighting for sleep.
But yeah, so Maze was talking about,
I got the maze.
Maze was talking about he was sleeping on ostrich coats and shit, living at P. Diddy's house. So he was like, yeah, y'all think because I was living at Diddy's house when I first got signed that I was like, I didn't have a bed. I was sleeping on coats and shit. So
Nigga, that's your fault.
Ostrich coats are soft.
All right. So
Still,
boom.
what the fuck?
Okay, so time out. So you just had a verse where you just said, you can come all you want to, come all you want to, buddy, I'm gonna fraud you,
Girl, I want to flaunt you.
Okay, you don't have nowhere to live. Cool. So Diddy gave you absolutely no money to where you could have went down to goddamn to some Mexican furniture store and got you a mattress. So you fucking hold on ostrich coats and shit.
How about
but that can actually get you some pussy though.
Fucking holds on an ostrich coat.
at Diddy's house?
Nigga, I'm at Diddy's house fucking. It's like, hey, I can fuck you on this ostrich coat. Like that sounds better than a air
Bearskin
mattress.
rug.
That sounds better than a bed, like an ostrich coat.
So you don't fuck on Diddy's jacket.
Yes.
He don't wear it.
I'm an adult with a house.
To what he wants
I'm
to
an
wear.
adult. I'm an adult with a house. But still, yes. So much yes.
Ostrich coats.
So
like-
Not
that's like-
just a ostrich
It's
coat.
not, that's not some shit you do on a regular basis. It's like
And
ostrich coat.
it's not just anybody's ostrich coat. This is Diddy's. And he wasn't even Diddy. He was Puff Daddy at the time. Of Puff and Big, of Puff Daddy and the Family fame.
Okay, so boom, Puff Daddy fame. If I'll be missing you.
Not yet.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Flavor in your ear.
Absolutely.
Okay. Flavor in your ear.
What, you want to fuck on this nigga's coat?
Ostrich, nigga.
But-
they don't make plenty. They don't make a lot of those.
Do you know what's better than fucking on an ostrich coat?
Don't tell me fucking on a bed, because I've done that a lot.
Fucking on a bed with the same ostrich coat on it.
He does have a point.
I'm just saying you could get
How many
a
pillows?
twin. No, you're saying you get a full, get a full on the floor like the ladies do it now.
Right.
You couldn't do that, Mace. But you got a chain, you balling, but you couldn't get the bed in there.
Why don't, okay,
How much
so
did Puff-
I'll take
well,
your
the
theory.
the question would be, how much did Puff pay him though?
Not just that, okay, but he got a chain, right?
Puff at
Can
least got a-
instead of this chain, can I ask you for mine? Can I ask you?
Shorty can't eat no chains.
No,
He said,
exactly.
May I
Can I?
trouble you for a mattress?
Can I? No, instead of this chain, can I ask you for this chain in a monetary form? Can I ask for this money?
Bitch,
Can I
what?
ask for this chain in actual currency notes?
No.
This is not how the business works.
Yeah, because you have to wear this chain in all the videos. So no, you cannot exchange
So you
this chain.
disrespecting the chain, my nigga.
I'm not disrespecting the chain, but I would like somewhere to sleep.
How about we get
Or-
to this car?
Hey,
No way you get
matter of
bread.
fact,
No
give me that chain back. Here's $5,000. Go stay at the hotel.
See how long that see how long that lasts.
So the chain is of more value to you than me actually being able to sleep and write good rhymes.
Nigga, you better go lay some rocks around this bitch and get your old mattress. And I'll give you some more material to write about.
And Walmart wasn't available at that time, so
No.
it's not like you can just go up to Walmart, get that air mattress that's readily right
Correct.
there.
He needed to go to a
You had to go
sporting
find
goods.
somewhere.
He
You
needed
had
to
to
go,
find
and
that.
I'm sure sporting goods stores just ain't all over Harlem.
Okay, so that's
Nowhere in New York
I don't give a
City.
fuck, and I don't
They
care
ain't nowhere in
what
New York
they
City.
showed you on the Cosby. That outdoor store, that what's her butt and her
Nah,
husband open.
They drove to Connecticut for that shit.
Look at that.
That outdoor store that they open, that
was
ain't a thing.
That was in New Hampshire or Connecticut.
That wasn't a thing.
That's cool, but you're Mason Betha. You couldn't get nobody to get your mattress. Nobody. On Earth.
I should have asked Cameron.
I mean, Cameron called you to get him out of the house.
Remember when I used to let
can you bring a mattress with you?
Please.
My back hurts.
These ostriches is fucking my back up.
and not the way you think.
Hey, yo. Why are you fucking ostriches? Or why are ostriches fucking you?
Wait.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey.
Wait, is this the same place where Cameron alleged that there was a dildo on the counter?
I don't know.
That's
I've
a
heard of-
simple beat.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
All right, well, Neptune's had a lot of simple beats, actually, if you really look at it.
Yeah, I don't know where that was. I think he did say it was at Puff's house.
He's at the pub house. Matter of fact, in the Breakfast Club interview, he gave the address to the goddamn place.
Sound like Cam.
Yeah. So he's like, he said he was in the bathroom. He was like, I asked Mason, like, what was that? He was like, man, I don't know, man. Puff, it's a Puff apartment. He was like, yeah, but that's your bathroom. He said, you're using that bathroom, so why is it there? Or why is it still there? So yeah. So he had dildos in the bathroom, but no mattress.
Allegedly.
Okay, well, Cameron said he had dildos in the bathroom. Bay said he had no mattress. A lot going on.
You got to fuck for a bit.
Or you can just go buy your own. Like there are other options.
That's well. I was about to say, just like we said in the Friday meme, where it's like, why didn't Smokey just pawn his fucking necklace to go pay the $200 to Big Worm? But I was like, nah, you can't pawn a fucking bad boy. You can get killed over that. Disrespecting. So
Can I get a smaller size?
A smaller chain, please. And a mattress.
That's not for a mattress.
No comforter. I don't need a comforter.
I'll sleep underneath the jackets.
I don't need covers. Just give me the matches.
Just take the diamonds out. Just give me the regular gold chain. Just give me the chain.
It don't even gotta be gold. It could be gold plated.
Just give me like the bead.
I won't
Just
wear
give me the
it in the
letters. I'll
shower.
spell it out myself on my chain.
If you give me a bobby pin and a lighter, I can engrave it myself.
So yeah, so
Say bod boy.
Bod boy. Because I couldn't get the A right.
bod.
I couldn't get it together.
So yeah, so shout out to Stace. She's the one who passed the demo to Puff.
Baby Stace.
So
baby
do we celebrate Baby Stace for eventually saving Bad Boy, or do we blame Stace for the demise of hip hop?
We'll get to that.
No, she's the collapse of her era.
The nerve. Okay,
So that segues into the Shiny Suit era. So Mace is writing, he's penning hits, he's working on his album, Big's working on his album, Puff's working on his album. And then unfortunately, Big passes, gets murdered in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So Life After Death drops 9/7.
You know what drop would have been perfect for that?
What?
He had no business being out there.
No business. No. Shout out to Parenthood. Yeah. So Big gets murdered. Life After Death drops. Then Puff's was that No Way Out drops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Missing You.
Mama told me one day it was gonna happen, but she never told me when. Y'all don't know This Is the End with Puff Daddy and
I ain't really
Twister
I ain't really listen to that.
and Genuine.
I didn't really listen to that album like that.
That's a hell of a combination, ain't it?
That's early Genuine.
Yeah.
Just before so anxious.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just no.
So Missing You rises to the top. We're gonna rise to
the top.
Then Mace. So you had that.
But I got it. You gotta. He was highly involved
in the pinning.
In the pinning of The Rest of Life After Death because it wasn't complete.
Well, he didn't pin it. Well, for Puff, he pinned Puff. So let's not make it seem like he.
But the songs weren't complete on Big's end.
True.
They were unfinished songs. So he came in to write verses to complete the songs.
Right.
They were incomplete.
But which songs were it? Like Hypnotize?
Hypnotize was incomplete. More Money, More Problems was incomplete.
What else did Puff have? Because this is a double album we talking, so let's not make it seem like he
I don't know all the songs off the back of my hand. I'm not a Biggie fan like that.
But it wasn't that many though.
But he still completed it. The album would have been incomplete.
No, it would have been like
it wouldn't have been what it was if it wasn't for Hypnotize, More Money, More Problems.
But you had I'm Fucking You Tonight. You had fucking Bone and Biggie. You had motherfucking Sky's the Limit, nigga.
I want you to pay attention to the absolute smashes. Mm-hmm. The needle went all the way up. And those are the songs that Mace completed.
Was Puff on Hypnotize? Did he rap?
Puff on Hypnotize.
Yeah, so
I don't think Mace
Big had that because I think I told that story that
about the beat.
The beat. So
but
Hypnotize was good.
More Money, More Problems.
That's actually was supposed to be on Mace's album. That's just one song.
Biggest song off of the album. Biggest song off of the album.
I want to say Hypnotize is bigger than
biggest song off of the album.
Let me look this.
Look it up. That is a good. That's a good versus song right there.
Biggest song off of the album is actually.
Yep, it's that number. It's at the top.
I'm about to give you sales. Biggest songs.
Is
More Money, More Problems.
No, I'm saying Hypnotize is up there.
That's not how it
but
goes.
I'm just saying,
that's just because it's how popular they are on Spotify.
That's how many people listen to it. That's popular. But
it
don't matter.
Spotify.
It don't matter. These equate to sales too.
No.
Yeah, they do.
I'll give you the actual.
It shows you which ones is more popular.
I'll give you the actual sales of them.
Well, this just pretty much shows that
that's not how that works.
I'm not talking about just sales, but it just pretty much lends credence to your argument that Hypnotize is up there. Can you take a win? Or do you want to lose all the time? This may still pull you down?
This ain't even a loss. What I'm saying needs to be heard in the way that I'm saying it.
No.
Mace helped to complete that
It's just
album.
one song. This is one song.
It wouldn't have.
You can't complete
You
an
can't
album.
put Bone and Biggie as a single, and it would have
Yes, you
went
can.
where it went.
It went where it went by putting it out.
That wasn't an official single, was it?
It wasn't.
But niggas was hyped off that shit. That was
No,
for the streets.
what
though. That was for the
niggas?
streets. That was for the streets.
What streets?
Mean streets of Boston. Mean streets of Boston. All right,
Come on, Christ.
Guys, the limit was through the roof. Everybody fucked with that goddamn song.
Well, shouldn't that be up top on your Spotify?
because actually,
If everybody
that one-
fucked with it?
that one I think more so because he died in the video with the little kids.
That wasn't even. It wasn't even that it was a great song. It was the everybody being played by children.
Okay,
But it still was a dope. Well, I'm not saying it was just a dope song.
Do y'all
But
want to have a quick, real conversation?
I would.
what you got?
I'm a low key jump to segment 3, but I'm taking Mace out of it. I'm putting Big back into it. If Big would have survived, if Big would have, if that just never happened,
Right.
if Big was just Big, would Life After Death been Life After Death?
Yeah. Minus More Money, More Problems.
I mean, minus more money. So you think if he didn't
It'd
die,
still been the same album because the album was complete.
okay? But what I'm saying is, I think the death of Biggie is what made the album bigger than what it was.
It's a trajectory.
Yeah. So if he didn't pass, I think it would have been
If he wouldn't have passed, he probably would have been in more videos. They would have been able to do more, which would have pushed it to a probably not the same heights, but it would have still been up there because it was an anticipated album. You waiting for what you waiting to see if you're gonna say something slick about Pac because we didn't hear from you in '95, we didn't hear from you in '96. Then it's like everybody was waiting. It's like, okay, what does Big have to say?
Can I say something now? It would have been a letdown.
It was the album.
Yes.
And that's why I'll say,
It
I
would have.
think if Biggie,
It would have been a letdown because we're waiting on you to have a
Pac.
response to Pac. Your first week album sales, absolutely through the roof. But as this album's now circulating and you're alive, and you didn't respond at all to Pac, actually, you have a singing homage to.
But what if he would have said?
finish.
But what if he would have said, "Let me do a song respecting Pac. Let me do a tribute to Pac."
Again,
because
you
I
look
want
like a
this to
bitch
die."
out here in these streets.
Fuck the streets.
no, wait, but that's
But
not, no, wait,
it
that's
was
not acting like-
hard out here in these streets. You can't come on.
No, I put it like this. Pac died it's September 96. They were playing games with the release date of Life After Death because they were about to drop Machiavelli, and they were doing that to fuck with Big. So if he was going to do that, he would have already had that in the tank, or that would have dropped on the real album. What I'm getting at, if I think
First week album sales would have been fire.
No,
but as
wait,
it circulated
wait,
that you
let
didn't
me-
respect yourself, it would have dropped.
Let me tell you what I think would have happened. If he would have lived, his singles would have been totally different. I think it would have been Hypnotized. I think Fucking You Tonight would have been a single. I think I Love the Dough would have been a single.
I can see that.
Because I think he was trying to springboard Jay.
And the
Which
commission-
takes
and the
out-
commission album.
Yeah, for the commission album, which takes out, I would say it would take out actually Going Back to Cali. Well, that wasn't a real single, was it?
No.
No, it was
Okay,
never a single.
but so the Sky's the Limit when it came out.
No.
Mhm.
That was supposed to be more heartfelt because he was dead.
And I'd be surprised he
And
dropped
here's
like
his
a
babies.
like I could see him dropping. I could see him also dropping either Going Back to Cali or Nasty Boy or something like that.
Then he could have actually dropped Bone and Biggie.
So it could have put it in a totally different trajectory. And like I said,
It could have went either or.
he wouldn't have never disrespected Pac especially after he died, trying to do a response. So the right thing to do would have been like, hey, respect Pac, rest in peace, Pac, and probably
These songs
did some
were
tribute.
recorded before Pac died, though.
No, we're talking about if Big would have lived.
Okay.
I'm saying like he probably
He
would
would have redid the album.
Diddy probably would have been like, hey, do a song for Pac because y'all were homies. Let's squash this so we can go out on the West Coast and
He would have got murdered in the West Coast anyway.
No, I'm just saying if he would have lived, it probably would have came to like, let's do something
Him going out there
for
and
Pac.
getting killed again.
No. Let's do something for Pac to squash it, and then that could have been the song that propels the album.
It would have propelled, but what you're not hearing is he would have died anyway.
No. I'll put it like this. Big couldn't do that because the mistake Big did was put going back to Cali on his album.
And going to Cali saying, hey.
No, but even if he didn't go to Cali, he put going back to Cali on the album. No, you can't turn around and do a Rest in Peace Pac song and try to get back cool on the West Coast because you did go back to Cali first.
Let's say he took that off and did a tribute to Pac.
So what you're saying is what I just said. The album would have been redone. The album wouldn't have been the album.
Not the whole album.
The album wouldn't have been the album.
There's two songs.
So now we got two different songs.
No. When we say when you say the album won't be the album, Biggie died a week before the album dropped.
Right.
So
the album was the album, regardless.
But what he's saying is we don't have I'm going back to Cali.
Well, didn't he dropped they dropped the album. Oh no, he was already promoting it for.
So we don't have
later in March. It was supposed to drop in March.
I'm going back to Cali is what he's saying. You take it off. But regardless, damage is done. You can't go to the West Coast. Pac dead. It's on site at this point. I don't give a fuck how protected you feel. I don't give a fuck what Puff is doing. You taking that off the album doesn't change anything. His fate was sealed, and that's period.
Okay, we were doing a Mace episode. I apologize for bringing that into the foray.
No, but that needs to be said. His fate was sealed.
No, I mean, I was saying from a.
But does Mace come out?
Yeah, Mace.
Yeah.
No.
If not Pac, but if Big lives, does Mace?
Yeah, Mace still drops.
Yeah.
Now
he's got an actual label.
So how does that fare with Mace and Jay? Since Jay is the little homie, the right hand man to Big, and then you put Mace out. Like, how does that work? If Big lives,
Mace is still the sex symbol on some pop shit.
So do we still go into the shiny suit era?
Yeah,
absolutely.
With Big still being alive.
Yes.
Okay, so Big is wearing shiny suits.
Absolutely.
Or maybe Big doesn't wear a shiny suit.
He don't look like a baked potato per se, but yes, he
baked potato.
The foil. Oh shit.
Like, no, he don't look like a baked potato per se, but in some shape, form, or fashion, he bigs up the shiny suit era. Absolutely. He helps it.
I think he probably would have brought balance to it.
They would have been able to keep the locks.
Yeah. Or
Red Cafe would have dropped.
Or
I like just saying that, nigga, coming soon.
Or
they would have never got Shine though.
True.
They would have never got Gravy.
Or Biggie could have left for the same reason everybody else left, because he got fucked by Puff.
Financially.
Financially. Thank you for clarifying that.
I want to say something of controversy.
Controversy.
Why did I listen to that? Capitalism. Thank you.
What show was that?
That's Dave Chappelle. Oh, hell, Dave Chappelle. I listened to that the other day. That's
wait a minute, let me get
He was like, get the strap. Put it back on. But Big was better dead.
Clean that up. Nigga. Clean that up.
For the label.
Clean that up.
Okay. So
there's some Lysol over there.
Okay.
Super white. So
listen, you get to keep all of his material. After he has passed, you get to keep all of his material. You get what I'm saying? You get to keep releasing.
No, I don't.
you get.
No, she's taking the Mace angle. This is what Puff did.
No,
it didn't properly take care of the mom.
He didn't do what he or the children. He didn't do what he should have done, but he didn't have to. because Big isn't alive to fight
him.
with you about this.
Okay.
This was the way you made the majority of your millions. And if this was your supposed best friend, it's best that you did it while he's not alive.
That's fucked up.
It's fucked up, but it's honest.
Honestly, no, it's not. It's honestly more fucked up. So you would wait till the person is dead to take the money from and they feel better about it?
Allegedly.
I didn't say that he has morals.
But we don't know.
But you don't know.
But Bad Boy made most of its millions off of the back of his posthumous sales.
True. In the publishing and everything.
I said what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Had he been alive, you would have had to split that. Or he would have walked and went big somewhere else. Because if he would have lived, the commish would have happened.
Okay, so get back to that's where we're getting to. So if Big would have survived, I think Mace would have been Mace and Puff, Big and Jay.
And what if he would have took the locks with him?
Who?
Big. If he would have lived.
What if
they would have got into it over album sales and Puff doing what Puff does, and he leaves, and your label falls apart.
What if Big went to death row?
I was literally about to say that. Like, what if like Big Puff?
We'll put that in the multiverse.
We'll put that in the multiverse. Big Mace.
We'll table that.
This all needs to come up in the multiverse.
So Mace says that he never had a smash beat.
A smash beat?
Yeah, like a
the
hypnotized.
fuck is he talking about?
He never did have a smash beat. Name one of those beats that was just,
It would have been More Money, More Problems, but Big got that.
What? Just his song?
Yeah.
He
Feels so good.
No, he said
that's a simple beat.
He said that wasn't like as you say, he didn't really like the beat. He's like, I didn't have no Benjamins. I didn't have nothing like More Money, More Murder. More Money, More Problems.
He didn't even get a It's Bone and Biggie beat.
He said the closest he had was the Total song.
Tell me what you want.
Yeah,
that's not even.
But he's like,
what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
That's not even a fire.
This nigga don't be just saying shit.
But he said that's like the gauging how he gauges it. He said the beat was the Total. Tell me what you want.
You could say "Looking at Me" was the biggest beat he ran then,
and that's a simple beat. I want to say that I agree with him in those terms. He never had a crazy beat
just for himself.
Just for himself. He never had a crazy beat. He got a lot of the, not even mixes, because they're not remixes. These are the original beats. You're just putting Mace on them and saying, go ahead. He did not get a crazy monster beat. He didn't get them.
And whose fault is that?
Puff.
Exactly.
But I agree. I'm saying
how many monster
with
beats does? Okay, so
because he even mentioned the locks.
Money, Power, Respect is a nice beat.
Yeah,
that's not a monster beat.
It's not a monster beat, but he didn't get no beat like that.
Shit, I was saying the locks didn't either.
What they have?
He did get 24 hours.
That's what I say. You want to count that?
But that's like a posse cut.
That's a posse cut. Exactly. Black Rob is Whoa. Is Whoa one of those beats?
No.
So
you know
so
what?
He made that song.
As you're making this,
the song pop because of this.
As you're making this statement, I get it.
There
are no monster beats on Bad Boy.
There's like 2 or 3 of it. You can't get mad because you didn't get the 1 or 2 that you had.
Hey, Special Delivery is one of them ones though.
Not really a monster.
For a stop, yes. Okay, yeah, because the time period shifted, yeah.
And then we ain't.
For what the I hated that fucking beat.
We can't be stopped now because it's bad.
I hated that fucking beat.
You know what a monster beat is? That ain't even like a hip hop monster beat. Kissing You, the remix, not the original. Kissing You is it's a jam.
Okay.
It's a monster.
Okay, when I think of monster beats,
We gonna make it.
The monster.
But I'm saying there are no monster beats
like California,
on Bad Boy.
Love.
Yeah, there are no monster beats on Bad Boy. They didn't have
Let Me Ride
a producer like that.
Let Me Ride.
That was a producer that was actually into production and making beats.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have that.
Snoop Dogg. That's a monster.
Yeah. So
Doggy Dog World was actually one of them ones too.
That was smooth. It don't have the same hit as What's My Name. That, like, you throw that shit on
Gin and Juice.
So that was the problem. So really,
Let Me Ride.
So when I heard that, I heard
Let Me
that's really
Roy.
that's to me Mace saying like Puff was no Dre who could just drop monster beat after monster beat after monster beat.
He was, because Puff didn't do music like that. You could sample the sample.
But they was actually playing the sample. And
Yeah, you could. He wasn't jazzing it up. Yeah. That's the song.
And it's funny because they had like Stevie J who could play the instrument. They all the people to do it, but
you had the hitmen.
But you chose.
You made a choice.
So Mace crying about about this.
He's not crying. He made a statement.
Okay. For Mace to make that statement,
and that's actually an observation.
Oh, okay. He made this observation, which actually makes his quote unquote pen a bigger deal. Because you can say, I did all this.
You did all of this without that heat.
But this is where it stops. That's true, but you had heat on one fucking album. Double Up didn't have no fucking heat on it. You said yourself, you get no monster records after that. Okay, bet. Welcome Back came out. There's no monster records on that one.
Bullshit. Shrek Shakes had the streets in a chokehold.
No.
You was probably getting choked out. You was probably getting choked out to that song.
God damn. So I'm surprised you said that was a monster beat. I was waiting for you to say that shit.
You was getting choked out on that song.
You knew it was coming.
No, but I'm saying it like, so you didn't have the right beats, but on your first album, somehow you made it work and you did all this crazy stuff, but you were never, ever been able to recreate that shit. So don't come here acting like you're a goddamn hip hop guy, but really you're a one album wonder.
One album wonder.
A one album wonder is better than a one hit wonder, but you also gave some of your best verses away.
And songs.
Okay, so the 50. Well, you know what 50 did? Dropped 2 more albums and sold records.
Oh boy. I believe that 50 was hyped.
But did you hear the albums?
I did.
So I heard about it. I heard about. They're all pretty fire.
They're not.
Which one's not? No, let's all go to first. Get Rich or Die Trying and we'll get that.
No, we're not talking about that.
That's later.
But so we have the Shiny Suit era.
What if Mace would have dropped Get Rich or Die Trying when he signed?
No, that's not even.
It didn't match up with the energy. That Mace was never done.
Now he's back to being murdered.
But we've
what if? So
let me transition into
okay.
That.
Yeah, I feel like I get to that shit. Go ahead.
My bad.
So we had
keep going there regardless.
We got the so he drops the Harlem World album, does numbers, is monstrous with the numbers,
quadruple platinum.
Word up. Then we get into the second album, the Double Up.
I believe that Double Up could have done more if he was still
promoting it.
If he was still active. If he wouldn't have retired, I believe that we wouldn't look at the Double Up the same.
But we have the impact of Pac and Big's death. These are the words of Mace. We have the impact of Pac and Big's death, as well as bloodshed and Big L's death. So that was on his conscience as to why he wanted. That's one of the reasons why he wanted to retire. Plus, he was saying that even before, when he got in the game, he said, "I'm not going to be in the game long. I'm not going to be in here this for the long haul. So I want to go out and do other things. There's other stuff I want to do with my life. I just don't want to be a rapper." So he had already put that out there pre-retirement.
Pause. Why is he still rapping?
It's in him.
No, it's not.
He's a rapper.
No, he ain't.
Yes, he is. You sleeping on ostriches.
No, you're sleeping.
Ostrich coats.
There's a difference.
Yeah, let me specify. Yeah,
Sir, just because I like to cook don't make me Chef Ramsay.
but you actually do like to cook.
I do, but it don't make me Chef Ramsay.
But you're not gonna stop cooking. You might say I'm gonna take a break, but you're gonna.
But
come
I'm not
back.
gonna cook professionally.
But it's in your heart. You're gonna cook
At my house.
right. So it's like it's in
Make
his
a
heart.
studio in your living room, my
and it's
nigga.
hard to rap, so he gonna rap.
But
He gotta
also,
put the shit out.
Vee didn't come out here talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna cook dinner for like 2 years and I'm done with this shit. And then 20 years later, she's still cooking dinner. Shit don't make no sense.
But it's in her heart.
Okay, but you said what you said.
Yeah.
So,
But you're not gonna stop. He's gonna pull you back in. Like me penning these hits. Like I stopped rapping. But it's in me. Gab be calling me saying, hey, homie, you know.
bit these bars to make a head shake.
Nigga, that's what I just heard.
Yeah, Gab be calling me saying, hey, homie.
The way he looked at me and said these hits.
Yeah, goddamn,
I don't know if he's trying to convince me or himself.
I got an unshakable faith, boy. What the fuck you talking about?
I wish I had the same faith.
You do?
In you.
Passed the
You didn't let me finish. Should have did that.
So
Set him up, knock him down.
Gab be like, hey, you know, I see you be, you know, coming up with these
That's
little
the devil.
jingles.
That's the devil.
You come up with these jingles for the intros.
God would never say that.
And then we end up having these sessions where we just sit there and listen to beats that nothing comes of.
It's like you come up with these dope jangles, but you got to do more. So I was like, I hear you, Gad. I'm gonna get on it. So I feel Mace. I understand. That's all I said. Say all that. All I say that.
So you feel Mace's bullshit? Gotcha. Okay, cool.
So he retires.
But you make hits in your room.
Listen,
He made hits on the floor.
You not on a grand scale. You not Chris Ones.
the damn show.
You knew when to retire and stay retired.
Yo,
No, I'm still rapping.
You active?
Yeah.
You really out here, my nigga?
Yeah. After we finish this show, I'm gonna play some bangers for you guys.
Bangers.
From what year?
Anyway, so so Mace retires abruptly.
I'm intrigued.
Mace retires abruptly. He's saying that the death of Big Pac, Big L, Bloodshed, they died.
You know what I think?
Let me finish. So then the story comes out in regards to there's a situation going down in Harlem. There's hell up in Harlem.
Oh, it was hell.
With Pop Lottie, Baby
So
Man,
much hell he
Baby
had
J.
to find the Lord.
So they saying the streets are saying, and people are saying the narrative is Mace got ran out of Harlem. But there are people that are saying Mace did not get ran out of Harlem.
And Mace's them people.
No, there's other people that say.
It's Mino, which
Mino
is Mace
said it.
people.
Mace's them people.
Those are Mace's people that said that. But funny enough, the people who said he got ran out of Harlem were Baby J's people. But let's just take out both sides of biasness and just look at the story for what it is. Allegedly, Mace was the godfather of a child where Baby J was the father. Allegedly, Mace banged the mother of said child. Allegedly.
Who made him the godfather, the dude or the girl?
The dude.
Okay. That's important to know.
Yes, very true. So you know who Baby J is. You know his power, his clout history. You know who he is.
I don't.
He was like a Rich Porter at the time, like getting crazy money in the streets.
Okay.
Like he was that dude.
Okay.
So you pull that with him. So, and then you turn around and you put it on your album, Jealous Guy. So you rap about it. So now he wants to come talk to you, whether it's violence with it or whether it's just a conversation.
You gotta accept what comes with it, though.
So my problem with Mace is you have this persona, I'm pretty boy, oh yeah, we fucking all these bitches, blah, blah, blah. And you talk shit, but then you get into it with some real niggas who will blow your fucking head off. And all of a sudden you start dipping and dodging, and this ties back into that situation in the Bronx at the gym where Cardan got his chain snatched. So you could have put Cardan in a situation where he got killed off of the stuff that you did, and all he did that for was get your attention. Say, hey, we need to sit down and talk.
And Cardan is a part of Harlem World.
Yeah, Cardan is a part of Harlem World. Yes, he was like 15, 16 at the time when this happened. So you had
your twin sister fucked up.
Damn, they look the same. A lot of people. Let's talk about this. A lot of things could have been stopped. A, if Mace never did it. B, if Mace stood on that shit. Or C, just had the conversation with him.
Or if he was a real Harlem nigga.
But he did the sneaky shit. And so if I'm just looking at it just like that, he did that. I know Baby J's reputation. They're saying that he cut the Pop Lottie guy before all that stuff. I think it was when he came back, when Pop Lottie came back from Atlanta, that's when Baby J got shot 5 times by him, but by accident.
He survived.
He survived it, but it was an accident, but it wasn't an accident.
Ain't no such thing as shooting 5 times accidentally.
No, he shot. It was like he said it was another guy that shot. He had like his hand in his coat. He shot, which caused him like boom. He's about shooting. He actually just hit Baby J 5 times. All his shots actually hit him.
That ain't true.
But I understand the story. So you take Pop Lottie, y'all go to Atlanta. He comes back. He ends up passing away. Baby J ends up passing away. And all this stuff's happening. A lot of people are dying. And then all of a sudden, 4 or 5 years later, oh, hey, I'm back.
Welcome back.
The Welcome Back album comes out. So if you were to tell me, so going off his retirement, that he said what? What did he say on his retirement?
Oh, he said that, the record label's evil. I've been wanting to leave. What else I say?
So that means he must got to
Pop, Big L, Bloodshed, all these people dying.
So they all have their own previously. So you feel it's getting dangerous out here, right? Mm-hmm. Why is it getting dangerous?
Well,
because of some shit you done did.
He was like, I can.
And it's time for you to answer for that. You want to know what I think?
The bill must come through.
Ooh, there it is. Ooh, I was about to hit y'all with that Doctor Strange. I'm glad
next week.
Yes. So that's segment 3. So
next week.
Yeah,
no, but watch the movie come out next week.
Yeah, I'm saying, are we going?
I'm gonna be there Friday morning. Get my tickets.
Slide out of work.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to go at nighttime.
But
I'm gonna go Saturday during
so my actual problem with Mace stems from that. You can't get on that can't happen, in my opinion. That whole situation can't happen. You jump on some, I'm trying to save the inner city youth. And then you come back and it's like, I'm a positive. Then like less than a year later, I'm back on murder Mace.
Okay, so listen.
And wait, I'm not done. I'm jumping a little bit ahead. Then you leave again, and then you come back, cussing again, but saying, hey, that was the past, I made a mistake. And then you turn around and say, it was a mistake for me to go full Christian. I should have gave myself some leeway to I'm like, that tells me right there, you were full of shit this whole time.
So here's what I think. It ain't have nothing to do with Big L. Didn't have nothing to do with Biggie. Didn't have nothing to do with Pac. Anyway. It was all about the situation that you created. And this shit got real. I believe there's more that happened than just those 3 instances.
6 people have died behind this.
I think it's a mixture of all of it.
I don't think it had anything, because if you were so scared after Big died, you would have never did what you did. You would have left then. You wasn't even in too deep at that point. You could have just got out.
But where were you gonna go?
You could go anywhere, nigga.
You ain't got no break. You sleeping on the floor. How you gonna go somewhere?
You not enthralled.
You can't get a bed.
But you're not enthralled. But you're not immersed in this death scene.
You can't get in the bed. You can't get a bed. Number 1. Number 2, you ain't got no bread. Number 3, you under contract.
No, I'll say
you're not under contract.
Yes, he just got signed.
From this aspect. If he wasn't smart enough to take $200 out of the bullshit money that he got and buy a fucking mattress, then he's not gonna be smart enough to think, hey, let me get the fuck out of here and go put some money away and go hide over here.
You were under contract when you quit abruptly.
Yeah, but it's like this shit
There's
getting too
no
hot.
but.
No, but he had the bread. He didn't drop Harlem World.
He didn't have any bread.
Yes, he did.
A Harlem World with no bread. A Harlem nigga with no bread.
A Harlem nigga
A
with
Harlem nigga with no bread.
But
Because if he had
pre Harlem World, he didn't have money. He can't move. Post Harlem World,
He still didn't have
has
any
more
money.
money in his pocket to do more.
He had pocket change.
But it caused that he can move to Atlanta. He had enough money to
remember,
dip
moving
out.
Atlanta's cheap.
Then moving to Atlanta.
Yeah,
was
that's what we're
cheaper.
talking about then. So he had more money to make more moves.
It was cheaper.
So maybe he was
It
like,
was
let
cheaper.
me chill out.
It was cheaper.
No,
you
listen,
look like you
how-
got money if
how
you
about
move
I
to
move-
a place where
No,
it's
exactly.
cheaper to move.
Exactly.
You look like you
It
got.
ain't about looking like, it's about I have the money to make
do
a
it.
move.
Yeah, that's why I say he had the money to make the move because the move didn't cost that much because he moved to Atlanta.
That's what I'm trying to say.
No, but you were saying that he
What
could have did it before. I'm like, he didn't have the budget. Maybe he just like, let me chill out. Let me just go ahead
You
and
could
just
have
do
did
what
it
I need to
directly
do.
after Harlem World then.
This is what I think what happened with Mace. What happened with all the artists. Hey, I just sold some records. Wait, before I sold records. Hey, I'm just happy to be here. I'm sitting next to Mace. I'm at the Puff. I'm around big. Oh, that's great. First album drops. Oh shit, I sold 4 million. This is great. This is great. It's time to do the second album. Well, I deserve more money. I deserve this. I deserve that. I sold 4 million in my last album. Then you get all mad in your fucking feelings and shit when the business don't go your way because you forgot how it was before the first album
nigga
dropped.
created a situation.
No, I'm talking about purely
him.
business. Purely business. I'm talking about business side. Look, the beef between him and Puff.
Oh yeah.
Because now he comes out, he talks about, I was writing all these hits. Okay, boom.
So what was your writer's contract look? What did it look
Probably
like?
was shitty. He
Probably
probably
didn't
not
own
getting no
nothing.
publishing.
So if you
Which
were
is why he's mad.
if-
Maybe that's why Mace is
Songwriter
mad.
of the year?
Because if you think about it, if he won't get Mace's publishing, can't nobody hold me down. You had
More money, more
problems, and then like the Harlem World album.
Mhm,
So I would say more so off of just him and Puff shit.
mhm.
Because we're not even counting shit on No Way Out. I don't know what he wrote on No Way Out. So that's like a 8-10 million sold album.
Mhm.
That's crazy royalties right there. He
Mhm.
got off the publishing. I mean, crazy
Off
publishing.
of writing, yeah.
So I understand why he's mad. So he's so mad about that. But at the same thing, I'll say with any contract situation, you gonna get fucked at some point, especially in the beginning.
But you allow again.
But you don't know.
You don't know, but it's more so how you respond to it. But my thing with Mace is, as I said earlier, he never got back to that same level. And I say he's a one hit wonder, one album wonder in my head. So yes, I would be mad 25 years later when I still can't recreate that same magic, but I'm still not getting paid from that magic. And everybody got their shit back
why
except
do
for
you
him.
go back and sign?
That's where he fucked up. I don't know why he signed for or maybe he had
Maybe-
to.
maybe
He didn't
that-
have to.
Well, he had the obligation. He's still in the contract because that ties into the $2 million left on the table right before he left.
Mhm.
So he left $2 million on the table. Well, not left on the table. They gave him the advance, right?
They gave him the advance, yeah.
They gave him an advance, and that's when he abruptly left. So you owe me. I gave you this bread. You owe me. So he disappears, then comes back. Maybe the welcome back was like, okay, let's work something out. Let me sit down with Puff.
You could have
Yada,
dropped
yada,
a
yada.
Christian album.
That wasn't gonna work. He need to sell some bread because maybe his contract says you got to sell so many to recoup. Plus, I gave you this $2 million. Plus, you probably owe me for this goddamn.
You just owe back.
double-
If you get an advance, you owe back that advance. That's period.
No, you gotta recoup because you got
yes.
costs.
And
Yeah.
then you gotta
Pay
you have
all the-
recoupables.
the
Recoupables
cost.
and your advance are separate.
And then he still owed for probably double up.
Yeah.
So now you gotta
He's still owed, even though he sold 4 million records, I bet he's still owed for that Harlem World album.
And that's crazy because all of this shit was in house.
and the Harlem World album, the other,
That's-
And then the
group.
other Harlem World, he was 2 million to hold for that because he got the 2 million advance for the other Harlem World album.
And that's crazy because all of that shit was in house.
But you still pay.
Puff got all that money.
But he still owe. So
And
that's
that's
probably
why-
why that's probably
That's
why we see
crazy.
him back and forth. Because even in the I'm not sure if it was the Angie Martinez interview, but he was saying like with the Welcome Back album, after that, he was like, there's so much paperwork that needed to be done on the back end. So he was like, hey man, it was just crazy with the paperwork. So I'm pretty sure there was some stuff in that, the obligations that he had to meet. So
You should have brought you a lawyer.
he had one.
But yeah, a better one. He probably got that from Puff.
Don't go with the label's lawyer.
No, he probably had his own lawyer.
I doubt it.
No, he probably had his own lawyer.
Wait,
but
you know what? When you're dealing with the entertainment industry,
It wasn't a good one.
No, wait,
it wasn't an
there's
expensive.
no such thing. There's no such thing as a good entertainment lawyer. You know why? Because if you are a known entertainment lawyer, you're known because you've done deal with the people. And if you're good in with the people, you're gonna basically do what they say to stay good with them, and that does not help you.
And plus, you got to clear up all the stuff that you owe. So even if you're a good lawyer, you still got to
you know what?
test for.
If you were a good lawyer,
for-
we'd have told him to file bankruptcy on it.
Or maybe the move had to be a pass. Allegedly, this is my theory. Maybe just to add this in there, not to say that this justifies and says this negates anything else, but maybe just like how moving and going into the nonprofit sector
It
as
becomes
a pastor,
it's a money flush.
we can see the same thing with Kanye, him starting a church, and then now he's a billionaire. He was broke some years back in the hole,
But he wasn't broke.
no, but he was in the hole.
But he was in a hole because all the deals he was signing, because he was getting all these advances off of his publishing. That's why he got so bad about his contract. But I was in there like, I walked the Def Jam building like I'm the shit. Told him, give me 50 million. Where the fuck is this shit comes from? You need to go give you 50 million. Here's $50 million, Kanye. We like you. No, nigga, that's advance,
that's
nigga.
an advance.
So is the shit that they... Another problem.
I can't.
Y'all get on these records bragging about shit. Like we had the whole, I listened to Mace cry over there talking about, oh yeah, I got these chains and everybody hate me. I got all these bitches, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, that wasn't your money.
You show up to interviews in fucking rabbit fur coats. I just watched that one where he freestyled about nothing.
On the Flex freestyle.
Yeah. But that shit ain't free. The stylists, they had to pay the stylists, they had to pay for the clothes to be there for you to pick which one you want to wear. That's a part of your budget.
And those clothes are
all your per diem, your food, that's a part of your budget. When you go to Mr. Child's every damn day, I'm spending $1,000 at Mr. Child, y'all paying $2,000 at Mr. Child. That's not your budget, buddy.
That nigga said on Bridge Stretch Shake, when I'm in Mr. Child's, they waive the fee.
No, they
because
don't.
They're giving it to the label.
Or they're charging puff, yes. So when the hotel rooms, I'm staying in the suite and blah, blah, blah. Budget. But then you turn around when they come in, oh, this is how much you owe. Oh, what? I sold 4 million records. Yeah, nigga, and you live like you sold 4 million records. So you got to pay for that too.
You sold 4 million records and you spent 4 million.
And you got to look at what you get per record.
Canceled out.
Exactly. So it took me years. I don't think the record company, I think it's funny, but I think niggas go crazy when they see, like, they think they have unlimited budget, but they don't realize it's coming out of their own money. And they don't get it until like the second and third album. Then all of a sudden they get all, because by the time you get to the second, third album, first album was a success. You take all your niggas on tour. I got 4 tour buses, blah, blah, blah. Now you like $12 million in the hole. And they talk about, oh, now I'm on my last album of my deal. But hey, you know, you still owe $12 million. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to label.
You mean?
Yeah. I'm going independent. Fuck this shit. So then the last album comes out. It don't sell well because they're not going to promote this shit because you still owe them money. And you sitting there like, oh, fuck, what I'm going to do? Hey, why don't you come back and re-sign here? We'll give you some money in your pocket.
Work something out.
Yeah. And then that's how you end up
Put
back
some
with the
money
same
in
record
your
company.
pocket.
And that's how the game works. So
Hence the beef with him and Cam, which dealt with hey, pay me out of the budget to do this video, Horses and Carrots.
So here's the funny thing about that with Mace. So if Mace would have said, hey, give me $50,000 for the video, we'll bust it down, you'll take 25, I'll take 25. Okay, cool. Cam would have got 25,000, would still have to owe them 50. So it's not like, oh, I'm getting $25 and it went away. Or I put 25,000 back into it, and that's part of the budget. No, you still owe $50,000 in your budget.
But he would have owed 50, but Mace being in the video would have catapulted the song, which would hyped up or boosted the record sales, which would have took care of
that. I agree with you, but let me take it a step further. Okay, you pay him to be in the video. Oh yeah, he get killed. Yeah, this big hit. Oh, we want to perform that song like on 106 and Park, blah blah blah. Can you get Mace?
So you got to pay Mace to perform
again, and you got to keep paying him again and again and again and again.
Now, would you have to pay to use his vocals, or would that go to Puff? Like if he just performed, like let's say he performed, but Mace wasn't there, but you still got Mace's. Of course, he's on the chorus.
Which is how it went, regardless.
So Puff would have got the publishing off that.
Yeah, I think if Mace's publishing was under Puff, yeah.
Okay, so he could have performed it and would have just not have Mace there, but just him being in the video would have boosted the sales.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that would have washed it. That would have took care of that 50.
Well, it could have. I think it would have went down a rabbit hole of then you got to pay for this, you got to pay for this, and then it would have fucked the budget up regardless. But yes, he would have been a bigger artist. But well, that's another story.
Right. So let's go into segment 2 real quick. The power of the pen. So in the Angie Martinez interview, he was talking about the power of the pen. He saved Bad Boy, as you said, the sinking Titanic. He was the one that saved Bad Boy, and it was his pen. It was his pen.
It was.
That did it.
It was.
So when you look at Mace's pen, of course, yes, he penned some timeless hits. Would y'all agree? Timeless hits? Timeless hits?
Yes.
Because I got crucified with the fucking iconic roll of Ma Rainey shit.
Okay, wait. Okay, so first name these timeless hits.
More money, more problems.
Is that a classic because of the beat?
No, we talking about his pen.
His pen.
What did he say on that song that was timeless?
The song itself.
Okay. The song is timeless.
I'm not saying the lyrics are timeless.
Okay, let's just say the songs are etched in history based off what the stuff that he penned. Those songs are etched in history.
Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to put my argument out there, then I'll let y'all go.
Go ahead.
The name of this segment is The Power of the Pen.
Right.
He said his pen saved the sinking ship of the Titanic.
It did.
Right.
So when I ask you what songs were timeless, y'all say More Money, More Problems.
Mm-hmm.
Why is More Money, More Problems a timeless classic?
The beat. The beat.
And the beat is what? A famous sample.
Right.
So the fact that it's timeless is not the pen. It was the beat.
It's the D to the A to the DDY. I know you'd rather see me die than to see me fly. I call all the shots, rip all the spots, thinking out of all the ball and stops, never home. Got to call me on the yacht. 10 years from now, we'll still be on top. Yo, I thought I told you that we won't stop. And I ain't listening to that song. I don't know.
Now what you gonna do with a 10 that got money
mine.
much stronger than yours and the money much longer than yours?
Violate me, you'll be DOA.
We don't play. Fuck around, be DOA, be on your way.
Because there ain't enough time
here. It ain't enough lime here for you to shine here.
Deal with many women like this.
And now the like that, Times Square. Yeah.
So you picked that.
It's Kelly Price.
No, that was.
It's timeless because of Kelly Price.
Yeah, that Diddy verse wasn't timeless. That Diddy verse was low-key ass. And let's talk about Diddy's verse of that. So Mace penned that. That was Mace's pen, right?
Yeah.
Niggas sounded so uninspired on that song.
But niggas remember that shit.
Niggas, you barely remember the shit.
But I remember, nigga, I ain't listened to that song. You missed the whole lot. Nigga, how many years, ask me how many years it's been since I listened to that one. Probably last time I listened to that probably was like 2000. Early.
Okay, so let me do it like this. I'm gonna help you out.
So how I remember
the same way you sat there and said I fucked up when I was trying to give Kendrick songs to Pops and what to listen to. You just fucked up and used the Diddy's verse, but you used Mace's verse. Now, who's hot, who's not? Tell me who rock, who sell out the stores. Who tell me who rock, the dude drop, the dudes down rock. That's more timeless than that shit you just said.
Same old pimp, Mace, you know, ain't nothing changed but my lips.
That's more timeless than the shit you just
said. Name on the blimp, guaranteed a million sales, nigga, double up. Don't believe in all the world, nigga, knuckle up. You know, lay down, we'll bad let down. They know me 91, baby, know me now. I'm a young Harlem nigga with the Goldie sound. Can't no PhD, nigga, hold me down. Cooler, chew me through the game, now I know my duty. Stay humble, stay low, blow like Hootie. Real pimp nigga spin on dough on the booty. Hold me. Can't nobody take my shine.
Can't nobody hold me down.
Why is that?
Oh no.
Why is that a timeless?
I got to keep on moving.
Broken glass everywhere. If it ain't about the money, I just don't care.
Is that a sample of a rhyme or a sample of a song?
Puff,
broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the streets. You know they just don't care. You better watch your mouth, boy.
So what y'all are saying are timeless is because they took timeless songs and sampled them to put it in your brain. So now if you say something fly on the song, you have a nice little flow like, yeah, who's that, who's not, who tell me who rock, who sell out the store. Pause. Lyrically, is that amazing? No, it's how you floated, right?
Yeah.
So your pen, your flow is great. Lyrically, no.
We ain't talking lyrical, nigga. We ain't lyrical miracle in this shit.
Are you serious?
Okay, nigga, you brought up Cannabis earlier, nigga. That's a lyrical miracle ass nigga. Do we remember any of his shit? So other than second round knockout?
I do. We'll never part.
Nigga, that's the chorus.
Sickness and no.
Boy meets girl. Girl really likes her.
What's the rest of it,
And
nigga?
he has no honor.
What's the rest of it?
Think with your stomach, not with your heart. Let's go to grandma's. Hell yeah. I think we
sounded
need
like
to be
trash.
right there. 4 months of your stomach and I already chose a career. When you cry, you here. And I wish I could dry your tears, but I can't because I'm stuck in here. 5 months from being able to lay against your chest, I can't even hold you in my arms because they ain't developed yet. But I swear to you.
Pause.
I should have never asked you that shit. Nobody but Fino be knowing goofy shit.
I'm hurting.
Let's go to grandma's. Let's go to grandma's.
Damn it.
Oh
Pause.
boy.
The whole time I was in pain, you know, I was thinking,
Let's go to grandma's. Yeah, that shit
I'll
was
think my head was.
And I do.
No.
You're welcome.
This is very important. As I was in
And
pain,
you're welcome.
only thing I don't think I was thinking in my head. While
There's
I was-
Finos.
No. Fuck all that shit. The first thing I thought was, damn, Nas stole fetus from cannabis.
He's influenced. He's an influencer.
You're welcome.
I was like, God damn.
So
that
if
was fetus.
anybody ever challenges you
Get Fee. She'll know the brand.
on some bullshit,
Hey,
ask
let me call Fee real quick.
me.
She knows.
She knows.
So I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. The name of this segment is what?
The power of the
the
pen.
pen.
So don't talk about no lyrical. No, this ain't a lyrical.
Well, the
This is
lyrics are-
power of the fucking pen, right?
They're memorable. The lyrics are memorable.
Power of the pen can also mean that too. I can pen something that you're gonna remember forever.
Mhm.
It's timeless. I ain't listened to Nobody Hold Me Down. I ain't listened to More Money, More Problems since goddamn. I don't listen to that shit regularly. How I remember that shit from back then?
I saw you and him walking in the rain is timeless, and not because I can remember any of the lyrics, nigga, because it's a timeless song. We were home.
But we're in this segment talking about the power of the pen.
The pen can pen shit that'll make you remember.
Okay, boom. Do you know the words to "Let Me Hit It" by Silk the Shocker featuring Mystical?
Bum, 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 bum. No.
I know
do
the
not.
beat. I know the beat.
I went to the room. I see the girl. I seen the long ass time. I know what you do. What you do?
I know mystical
Damn, you
part.
got me fine.
I know mystical part.
Is this? Is it cool to what? Actually, I'm being nice. I would have liked to know.
No.
If it's cool to fuck. I Andy, Randy, and Candy,
No.
Sandy. That's all.
You know what's
I know
a
mystical-
time?
I
You
know
know what's
mystical
a?
part.
You all right?
I know mystical
Keep
part.
cramping up, right?
You know what's a timeless song?
Mm.
Give me the world. My lifestyle is fucked up.
I'm jumping the game.
They told me I'm never gonna amount to nothing, so I started slanging some cane. Niggas love, now I hate it. They want to see Silk incarcerated. They contemplated. It's complicated. That's why I can't be faded. I hate it. Niggas fucked up.
Why
They
you
mad
sound-
that I made it. Now
why you
Silk
sound like-
overrated. Why my dope overweighted.
Why
to
you
the
look
Mercedes,
and- why you look and
respect.
sound like
When a nigga
Dave
like I
Chappelle
smashed.
rapping like
Had no
Silk the
4-5
Shocker.
surrounded by killers and sodas and bulletproof glass. I'm representing niggas,
this sounded better than
soldiers.
this.
Keep my pinky fingers, my balls. Count fly by this rap singing. Drug dealing made me famous, so I'm gonna keep on
in
doing
the words
it.
of Fee,
Got
why you
into
sound
it with
like
the-
why you sound like Dave Chappelle rapping like Silk the Shocker, rapping like Dave Chappelle?
Because I like making fun of people when I rap.
So it's not about. Can you remember? I can remember fucking the verse to goddamn "Let Me Hit It" by Silk. Doesn't make his pen so powerful.
You the only nigga that probably remember that. Just like she the only nigga that know cannabis shit.
No.
I'll give you that.
So if we just
That's a random, like that was your joint back in the day.
I will say that he does have the power of the pen because who else that was signed to Bad Boy at that time could have saved it?
We mentioned the locks.
I don't.
They were on a campaign to leave.
No. We talking about early when they
Y'all
was
keep
with
talking
them.
about saving like lyricism was important for them to save this shit.
No, who was
You had to
signed?
pin some hits, nigga.
Who dropped?
Who gonna pin some
What
hits?
album dropped that could have saved it
Locks.
during that time?
I'm not
Money,
talking about-
Power, Respect didn't even sell that much.
Well, no, I'm talking
Let's
about,
be clear.
I'm talking about the pen. I'm going back to the pen. They could have.
I'm talking about straight. I'm talking about. See, now y'all like
Jada.
Jada, yeah, Jada.
Not them.
Jada.
Jada.
Chic Luch.
Oh my God! Like stop.
First album, Chic Luch was fire. What out of y'all you talking
No,
about?
but he wasn't penning like that.
He
wasn't
wasn't
penning no hits.
He wasn't.
He was penning some dope, memorable quotes.
Who has the most memorable verse? Well, the second most memorable verse on Benjamin's.
He said the second most. Who had the
I'm
first?
clearly trying to cop those colossal size Picassos. That nigga was talking about cats though. Gatos. I know what a gato is. It's a cat. Who had the
Beauty
most?
pageants.
Who had the second most memorable? Lil' Kim, actually. Wanna rumble with the bee, huh? Bzz, throw a hex on the whole family. Dressed in all black like the omen. Have your niggas singing, this is for my homies.
Like
and you
you
know
know
me.
me.
And for making niggas so sick. Like, come on. If it's murder, you know she wrote it. Damaruga for your ass, bitch, deep throated. Know you wanna fill the room cause it's platinum coated.
Damn, she know the words.
Yeah, it's a random. I just know certain parts of that.
So I say all that to
Play
say,
a hate from the
y'all are
sideline.
dancing.
Get your own
There's
shit,
a lot of
nigga.
dancing
Why
going
you
on the side of
dropping
the room.
mine?
Only person that could have stepped it up would have been Jada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jada didn't want to do it because Jada saw he wouldn't get paid just like May saw it.
No, but
Mace
Jada
was trying to
also
get
didn't
paid.
want to dress like that.
But
They
Mace-
were on a
that's-
campaign to get out.
But that's the reason why Mace leveled up, was because he was like, "Hey, I'm trying to get this bread, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Fuck it, if I gotta wear these suits, if I gotta pin these hits." Jada could have did it,
But didn't want to do
wanna
it that
really do
way.
it.
And then also, I just want to be clear. They would have never stayed and made that money for him because there's no way they would have gave him the money for D Block.
Yeah.
They would have never shared that.
So let's talk. I'm gonna bring this part into this aspect of too. Both of them left.
Who you think gonna do it, Lil C's?
No, both of them left.
Cam was pinning for
Yeah.
C's.
Who you think gonna do it, Kim?
Cam.
Big was pinning for her.
Well, Cam.
That's why she didn't drop shit till 2000.
Both of them left around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Both left two different ways. Mace just dipped,
Mm-hmm.
locked in a whole campaign
Mhm.
that they thought they'd get blackballed from. Looking at it in 2022,
Mhm.
the last major thing Mace had was the Oracle 2,
Mm-hmm.
where he's dissing Puff, talking about not having money or not having the money he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing we heard about the Locks was them kicking Dipshit's ass
Mm-hmm.
and getting the proper respect in hip hop.
Correct.
To me, that goes to show the karma, or A, how you do shit.
The
B,
fuckery always comes back.
the bill always comes due.
Come on, what's his name? Mondo? Mondu?
Mondu
Mondu.
next week.
Mhm.
So Power of the Pen.
I mean,
So-
So back to the powder pen. You should have been more. Well, I'm actually, yeah. So we talk about, I need to be more specific and what that mean. What the fuck does power pen mean?
that's what May said. I'm just going by what May said.
Okay, so what do you think
I
it
want
means?
to go with yes.
He was talking about
Because
the hits
of
he wrote.
his completion.
He said he got Songwriters of the Year. Puff got the Songwriters of the Year award, but it was actually what Mace wrote. So he was
And
like, the
he
power of my
helped to
pen.
complete Life After Death. Even though it was only
One
a song,
One song.
it was a major smash. He helped
So-
to complete a major smash.
So okay, did Mace? We're talking about Mace, like Mace.
But Big, he was
okay,
saying,
so,
Big said
okay,
that.
so can I
he-
make
he was
a
next up.
concession with you?
Big said that.
Can I make a concession with you
Mhm.
to not say that he saved it with his pen, but his pen did enough to tie Bad Boy over until Puff could get to the next thing?
I can do that.
Can we get that concession? Because we could sit here and argue semantics all day.
Yeah, because I was into like, yeah, once you left, all of a sudden Carl Thomas drops a classic.
Right. But also, let's be clear that Dream went platinum,
You bring Dream into this.
but that was 97. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The only thing he did during
That's
that,
R&B though.
no, Dream is pop.
But that's
For
not.
white girls.
Okay.
And
hip-hop.
also,
Okay, hip-hop.
and we keep dismissing
It's-
R&B.
it's just pop.
We keep dismissing
But I'm
R&B
saying-
like
He
120
was
dropped
trying
3
to
platinum
compete.
albums too.
But
And
that's
in
what-
the
but
midst
that's
of
what-
all
but that's
this,
what- but
He was
that's
trying
where-
to compete with
No, but that's
Christina
where
Aguilera.
Puff's strengths are, is R&B. With Jodeci, Mary, so he got that in the bag. But when it comes to hip hop, he didn't really have it in the bag like
He
that.
don't have pop in the bag either.
But I'm not talking about pop. We're talking about R&B. I'm just saying
that Mace did enough to
for hip hop. on the hip hop side.
Yeah, he did enough on the hip hop side
Because Big had passed. So he's looking at it from the perspective of Big passed. Who's going to carry it being that Big is no longer here? Big was the flagship artist. So from a hip hop standpoint, yes.
He
R&B,
wasn't the flagship. Craig Mack was. Let's be clear.
No.
Actually, in the beginning was Craig Mack.
Okay, the beginning, yes. When you say flagship, I'm thinking like...
Flagship means the first.
Okay.
That's what flagship means.
I thought it was like, okay, you're the...
No.
Carry the torch, have the...
Right.
No, with flagship means the starting.
That's your starting point. Your flagship store is going to be your very first store once you start a chain.
So he's talking about hip hop. I carried, Big died, so I carried it.
And so that is why I came to the concession with him. Mace's pen did enough to carry Bad Boy until Puff could get to the next thing in hip hop.
So the power of the pen is just basically the 2-year run of Mace.
He
really
glided for a while.
And did we say at the 2 or 3 year period he glided well? Are we really talking about 3 or 4 songs?
We really are.
So
that's how big those songs were.
I don't appreciate having to sit here and have this conversation and deal with this nigga's ego because the nigga wrote 4 songs.
This is a show you wanted to do.
No, I said the show makes sense.
You don't appreciate it.
I said the show makes. I said the show makes sense because we did. I didn't want to do the shit back on episode 27.
I didn't want to do it then either.
This has to be done. It has to be done.
I've been on a locks campaign to free me.
Free the looks
from you niggas.
Man, I hate the meme.
You can leave. You can leave.
We ain't hold you.
Yeah, you choose to be.
No, but like it all lined up.
You fucks with us.
But at the end of the day, like it was good for me to sit here and then listen to Mace.
Be here. They got here buying Bad Boy jerseys and shit.
That's fair. You're decked out in Bad Boy attire.
Yeah,
I couldn't afford it when we did the Bad Boy season.
That is fair. See, I see you stop working for me. You level up. I see what happened there.
You see how you hold me back, and maybe it is time for me to go create Bad Boy.
You already wearing a jersey.
You see how you niggas are holding me back?
No, but so back to this power of the pen thing. So who do you have verses on there?
Well, we don't gotta go through all that.
No, real fast. I can kill that shit easy. Go ahead.
Cam versus Mace.
Neither. But
if we being really real,
Mace murder, boy. M.E.E, boy.
Does Mace have a verse like Cam's? Back in the days, we were slaves, whips and chains. It was tradition. All I got, whips and chains. All I did, flip some cane. Now niggas sick in the range.
How many verses like that does Cam have?
One.
One.
But that was a very impressive verse.
That's the only Cam verse you can remember like that.
That's off a mixtape.
Bitch pressed for what? Lift 4 pounds.
But
Cats want a box. Here's
what was good about Cam was the niggas around him. It wasn't Cam.
And Jim Jones wasn't that good.
I think he slept on.
I'm gonna throw you under the bus real quick.
You gonna throw who under the bus?
You, nigga.
You do this on a regular basis.
We're used to it. I'm glad. So, goddamn. So we listening to AZ, right? You already know
why does it always?
So we listening to AZ. She was like, and this is when she went on her run, listening to AZ, went through all the albums.
Oh, I got the text messages, my nigga. I had to show them back to him.
We don't care. But anyway, it's about what you said. So she said, fuck the text messages.
That's proof.
Nigga, I was so mad. He was at work.
No, we ain't talking about the fuck the text messages. We talking. She said AZ is in a group with Jim Jones. Rapping wise. She's like, I put him in there. He's down there with Jim.
He slept
down there. down where?
I'm like, how the fuck?
That's
disrespect.
No, it's not.
I see what you're trying to do there. Can we at least say?
No, she was talking about his.
Okay.
No, she was saying
because this nigga stops at a certain level. I kept going into AWOL, and it got
No,
bad.
we was talking about
What, like
rapping ability. You talking
It
about
got
lyricism.
really bad.
She was talking about lyricism. We ain't
And
talking
I
about
was
just
like-
him
What
being
about
an
beat-wise?
artist.
It not
No,
just
she
beat
was talking
wise,
about
lyrically.
lyrics.
It
He's
got,
not down. That's why I
this
got
nigga
pissed
was
off.
rapping about Zima, like white girls licking Zima off of his balls. Like it got really bad.
But to put him in the same category lyrically as Jim Jones, that's where I got pissed off.
That's what I said. But she was saying more so.
No, she was talking about lyrics. She
I was
wasn't
talking
talking
about
about
his
him as an artist. You tried to save her, but that wasn't the context.
No, I was saying lyrically, they rap about the same things over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. AZ's bars are the same bars, just flipped. He's, as we said on the Dave Chappelle show, he's stunted. So is Jim Jones.
So is AZ like currency?
That's blasphemy.
He's stunted, absolutely.
I don't say stunted.
No, currency pretty much talks about the same thing, but
It's on a loop. You just flip it around because you haven't done anything else.
So why is it okay for Currency to drop 87 albums to do that, and then we're mad at AZ's
I didn't
5?
say that. I didn't say that it was
she
okay.
mad because he uses the bar sample.
That was the limit.
You know.
And then I was like, why does this sound like Whatchamacallit on his album? And you were like, that's because it is. And I was like, oh, well, this is done.
Ooh, what was it? I don't remember. But we ain't talking about that. I just want to throw her under the bus.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you do
this
that?
This
I
one
win
is
an
easy.
argument, and this nigga is like, well,
because we were
bitch,
talking about
eat
Jimmy.
this.
Because we were talking about Jimmy.
Bitch, eat this.
Because we were talking about Jimmy, and it popped back in my head. So this one's easy. Big L and Mace. We already know Big
clearly.
L.
Clearly no debating.
Biggie and Mace. We already know Biggie. Jay-Z, Mace.
Really?
Yes.
Big
Yes.
wasn't that great.
I understand, but he's clearly miles ahead of Mace.
Yeah. So
And here's my thing.
Not clearly.
And this is what I hate. This is why I hate this argument.
what song would you put up against Fucking You Tonight? Mace. What song would you put up that can compete with that shit?
Some say the X makes
The sex spectacular. Let me lick
What
you
if
from the
that's not
neck
a
to
song
your
that I
back and
care
your.
about?
It ain't about what you care about. Put something up against that shit.
Fine, that ass is. And that's why I say, even and this is what I'm starting to understand with y'all niggas, and it's getting on my goddamn nerves. And by y'all niggas, I don't mean exactly y'all niggas, but I mean y'all
That's
niggas
exactly
as in.
what he means.
And no, I mean like this Mace whole Mace
Whatever
argument.
y'all
Because this is what me and him
niggas
talked about
feel.
earlier. Whatever Mace feels like, whatever Mace like his own thing, I think it's just off of pure rapping, not lyrics. Just hey, I can rap like a Ludacris. Ludacris not be the greatest lyricist, but when you hear it, be like, yeah, that nigga can rap.
He got some bars.
He has bars, but he's not
That's-
like he's not lyric like
no, his
lyrical.
wordplay is crazy.
No, it's not.
It's witty. It's not.
Yeah, it's not
crazy.
It's crazy.
No, it's not.
Crazy
It's
witty.
crazy.
Crazy witty.
Wit is crazy. Wit, by definition,
Okay, so I'm trying to think of an example
Let me
of a
stop doing
great.
that. He-
No,
he doesn't like it.
it's the lyrics, some semantics. Like when I hear crazy, I'm gonna hear some
I'm
goddamn.
not saying it's out of this world and nobody else could ever do it. That's not what I'm saying.
So that's why I say with the pen, when I say we talk about pens, then are you on that level where when I hear Mace, like he's breaking something down or he's saying it in a certain way, like, oh yeah, like that's Mace, that's some championship shit. I don't
Okay,
get that from
well,
Mace. I just get from
well,
here's a couple of cool flows.
By that, you give it to Big. But
Yeah, no. I said Big, but like with Big,
by that,
but Big has way more of those like where he's doing different things with it. Like he may not be lyrically killed it, but like flow wise, he's doing so much crazy shit.
Getting out of pockets. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's back in '96 too, when niggas weren't really doing that. So I can definitely understand that more, and then I can understand Mace's argument talking about pure rapping.
yeah,
I get it.
because he's basing it off of how he raps. That's why he thinks that Wayne is better than Nas.
Which is ridiculous. But also, when you have the slow flow too, it's kind of easier to rap. I want
And you
to bring
said
that
who?
up too.
Who took his style?
50, Kanye. The two main ones. And they took it and ran with it. I think 50 Cent is Mace 2.0.
Pusha T.
No, 50 Cent is Mace. What Mace should have did if Mace kept going. But thing about 50 had the actual street cred to back up the whole the gangster shit he was talking. Plus he had the
It is
ladies.
a very slow rap.
Yeah, and that's why I say even the song he played with Murder Mace. That's why I say it's not that hard to really do that shit. So
You're right.
like when the slow rap, then you saying simplistic shit is not that hard.
Who's next?
Yeah, who that dude?
Let's move into the meme multiverse.
Yeah, let's get into the multiverse. He has no bars. What if Mace had bars? That'd be the question.
So I got a surprise for you guys.
Oh, what the F bud?
You probably heard it. Did you listen to the title Rap Radar with Mason Elliott?
Mm-mm.
All right, so you didn't hear this. You may have heard it, but
No.
Heavy D wanted Mace to grow an afro, sign with Uptown, and be the third member of Pete Rock and CL Smooth. This is out of Mace's mouth.
He was 5.
No,
this is early 90s.
92,
93,
I'm
94.
being facetious.
That's stupid. What?
There is no way that you felt like Mace could be a conscious rapper.
I don't see why you.
CL Smooth wasn't a conscious rapper.
You get what I'm trying to say.
He was a ladies. He was rapping about the women. He was doing that too.
Not good enough.
He means not good enough.
So it's supposed to be what?
He's
P-Rock?
not nowhere near as good as a Pete Rock ever. There's
Pete Rock is the producer. He wasn't really rapping. CL Smooth is
So
the
what
rapper.
was he gonna do?
He's gonna be the third member.
That's not what
So
he was gonna dance.
Would it be what would be Pete Rock, CL Smooth, and Mace? and Mace. This is like why? Does it make sense?
He was gonna dance.
No, he's gonna rap.
He was gonna be a Trouble T. Roy.
No, that's Heavy D's group.
No, I'm saying he was going to be a dancer.
No, he's gonna rap.
No,
because this was after he came back from Atlanta rapping for Puff. He had caught a meeting with Heavy D, and Heavy D was like, "Hey, I want to sign you. I'm gonna give you X amount. I forgot how much."
You want to hear something funny?
What was that?
The only person that can corroborate that is dead.
Who?
Heavy D is dead.
This was back in the early 90s.
The only person that can corroborate the story that Mace told is dead.
I was gonna say he was alive when he said that, but no, he was passed.
No, he said he was alive when Mace said it.
No, I was thinking he was alive when he said it, but he wasn't alive.
What else?
Well,
what other outlandish shit?
Pete Rock would.
I mean, like Pete Rock could have been in on it.
Somebody call CL.
CL could have been on it. He could have heard of it. Couldn't say, "Hey, that was true."
Do we really care to hear Mace on Pete Rock beats?
Early Mace.
I wouldn't have cared. Mace is not a person where I would just care to actually hear. Like, I've never been like, "Oh, hear what Mace sound like on a DJ Premier beat." Like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck. I don't care what it sound like an Alchemist beat. I don't give a fuck. I barely want to hear the nigga rap. I don't want to hear the nigga rap. That's why I say this whole pen argument is fucking ludicrous to me. Like, I don't give a fuck. There's nothing he can say. What has Mace ever said where I was like, "Oh," like you're like, "Oh shit," like that's a real shit, that's some good shit, or that's some fire ass shit? When?
What a whip said. No, I'm not gonna start that.
All right.
Now, what the hell are you looking for?
Can a young man get money anymore?
No.
Can my pants sag
Down to the floor?
No.
Come to meet me without no drawers?
No.
So what if Mace would have made a young Dipset Harlem World in 98, 99?
It wouldn't have made it.
So would Cardan be Jewels?
No. What if the Cam riff didn't happen and he brings on Dipset as Harlem World?
Oh.
So here's the problem with that. So are we changing the story, or are we just acting like if Cam just went with Harlem World? Because Cam was supposed to be a part of Harlem World.
Right.
But he wanted him as a group member, like, I'm going to give you $10,000 to be a part of the group, not me and you are the head of Harlem World.
Right.
So if he gave him $10,000 and he would join Harlem World, there would probably been no Dipset, because he would have not have been in a position to form a group within a group.
No Freaky Ziggy?
No Freaky Ziggy.
No
Hell Rail.
No J.R.
Ryder. What did J.R. Ryder say?
You mean I would have never got We Are the Champions?
No. Because Cam would never went to the Rock.
Oh, man.
Cam would never went to the Rock. Jada would... Wait, where would Jada be? Would Jada still be on Bad Boy?
We can talk about it.
So Mace did say that Jimmy and Cam shouldn't be so pissed off, because it's like, hey, me stepping out the way and doing what I did and how things took place caused you to build up that movement, because he was like, he saw that Cam was a leader, so it's like me stepping out the way allowed y'all to do what y'all needed to do to get in position.
All right.
Okay. You didn't so much stepped out of the way as you were rebuffed. You proposed to Cam to come be a part of a group a super group you putting together. Cam don't want to be a part of no group you putting together. He wanted to run his own shit. It's not so much as you stepped out of the way as you were rebuffed.
I'm gonna say this: when Mace starts talking like that, that's why I understand why Cam be talking crazy to that nigga. Because when you start the way just how
Is that you, Betha?
just how you said that shit, it was also, oh yeah, you should be happy.
I made you niggas
Yeah,
better.
yeah. I had to get out of the way so y'all niggas could shine, bitch. You gotta get out of the way because Baby J about to shoot your fucking head off.
So this sounds like they doing it so we can come out strong.
Like the Mace, that once again, Mace it sounds to
It's
me
a
like
double crosser.
either double crossing, egomaniac, manipulating. It is so. It's just little shit like that just shit be pissing me off. Like when you say little shit like that, and then he might say little shit like, "Oh, I'm a top 5 ever to do it." Okay, that's regular rapper shit. But when you say little sneak shit like that, then I'll be like, okay, now I see why Cam and them don't really fuck with you like that because you are a dickhead. And then, you hear what Cam said too? Because he's the type of, he like call you like, hey man, I'm gonna call you like, hey, I want to talk. Come meet me over here. And he go over there and he ain't there. Right. And then he called, he like, where you at? Oh no, I'm over here. You come meet me over here. And then he get over there. And then he got there. And he like, he said he had him go to somewhere in Harlem, somewhere in the Bronx. And then like he just stopped answering the phone. So he went to the Fuck Flex car show. And all of a sudden, Bass was there. Ran into that nigga. He said, Bass look at him like, what are you doing here? They both go there together. So if we shit like that, I'm like, now I understand why Cam be. They like, man, fuck this nigga. They just keep going.
Is that you, Betha?
Yeah. So
Jim Jones, Goonie Google game.
Off for this Koofy. Smacking Koofies off.
Goonie Google game. Oh my goddamn, Jimmy.
Jimmy was a wild one back in the day. He still is. Jimmy Jones was the wild one back in the day, and he still is.
So what if Mace would have stayed in Harlem?
He'd be dead.
To fulfill his contract.
He'd be dead.
He would not have fulfilled his contract.
Yeah, I mean, he would have fulfilled his contract because he would have had a posthumous album. Absolutely.
He would have fulfilled his life contract.
He would have fulfilled a grave plot.
Yeah, that's all he happening. Because once again,
he wouldn't have lived.
I'm gonna say people of Earth do not move like Mace. Moving like Mace will get you killed out here in these streets. You think it's cute? Oh yeah, fucking these niggas, bitch. Niggas are emotional. Niggas are prideful. Mm-hmm. Niggas are territorial. Mm-hmm. Niggas will realize like 10, 15 years later, like, damn, I should kill that nigga over that bitch. But he already in jail. We already in jail, and you already dead. And all you wanted was a piece of pussy. You know what she doing? Fucking the next nigga. With another nigga.
6 people died over that situation. He would have been the 7th.
Or it wouldn't have made it to the 6th.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or it could have been all out war after that. And yeah, I think.
What if he, you know, even though he's not like a real street nigga.
So
what if he like, because 50 he's a street nigga, but you see how he maneuvered and didn't get killed. He almost got killed.
You talking about in the beginning, or you talking about how he moved after that?
Afterwards. Like what if Puff? What if
that's pure willpower that gets you through all those shots. You live by miracle.
But he didn't have those type of problems after that.
Who made 50?
Yeah, there was tussling. There was tussles that happened, but he didn't get shot at. It wasn't no close calls after that.
I think with 50, they will say, oh, he always had the feds, or he had like the mad police detail and all that stuff. The thing is, 50 Cent at that level, that's why I say 50 Cent was actually bigger than Mace, because it was like worldwide. It was different. That's like almost 6'9" level security he had back then too. But the thing with 50 was, yeah, he had security, but he wasn't like, oh, I need security, I'm hiding. It's more so like, it partially is because to keep 50 in check, because he was the type of nigga to slap shit out of a nigga or like shoot a nigga just off instinct and shit. So that situation had to calm him down. But even then, he was still riding around with guns, riding around but his trucks were bulletproof and all that shit too. So that helps.
I want to say this.
Mace didn't have enough money to do that.
Irregardless, Mace was gonna go.
Yeah.
That's period. Like, I can only say one solid thing about Puff.
He gonna be protected.
Not just that, but you want to know how I know he didn't have anything to do with Big getting killed? Look at how this nigga Mace running around. If that nigga was out here having nigga murked, Mason would have been long gone.
No, you're not getting murked off of just leaving like that. That's
Not just leaving, but
that's a
talking.
whole- but that's
all
a
the
whole-
shit you're still
that's a whole
doing.
But a lot of
That's
things
a whole
have not been
different
really
story.
said yet.
There's a whole different story in regards to the big shit and Puff and Pac and Suge and all that shit. That was a whole
There's a
different
whole
story.
lot of fuckery going on right now with Mason.
Not to the degree of the West Coast, East Coast shit. That was deeper than just Big getting killed,
But I'm saying,
but it was bigger than that. So it's like
a nigga can't have a thought around.
what Mace is doing. What Mace is then don't you go to school, nigga, and you learn how to argue?
Yeah.
All right then. So
I'm tired.
I'm helping.
I'm ready to shut this shit down.
Oh, that's not my problem. So
But it was our problem when he was ready to go for Jodeci.
Yeah.
Y'all
Matter of
shut this-
fact,
y'all-
let me
hey,
go
look,
to shit.
y'all
Hey,
shut this fucking
it's
laptop.
8:37. I told you I had to go to my Orc show. I had an Orc show 8
I
o'clock,
don't
and you
give a
ever
fuck
talking
what
about
y'all wanna
motherfucking
talk
noise?
about. I'm ready to go.
They were talking about goddamn Mace. It's 9 o'clock at night.
speak up then, nigga. Shit.
No,
don't hold it in. Shit.
I don't give a fuck. No, but
You get to speak up.
but
I get it. You can leave.
I want you to
No,
laugh.
why did you get the you can leave?
The meme don't need me.
No, you just,
But the name stay home. The name got my daddy
you
blood
said the
on it.
meme don't need. It's like I go out here and do my own thing.
I
All
never
right.
said that.
No, you said no. You was like, yeah. I think it's time for me to go. All right, shit, go on, shit, go on, get. Shit.
Bye.
Okay,
That's how you feel.
get back to the multiverse here.
All right.
Makes me dead. Continue.
So Mason signing to goddamn good music. Would he and Kanye have made a dope Christian
No.
album?
So you mean like recent?
You can't have
recent
but
Mace?
one. You can't have but one mega pastor in a church.
I think
Kind of
Mace.
join forces.
No, they don't.
Mace. Oh my god.
One
I
mega
don't wanna hear-
pastor can have multis of mega churches.
But one mega church can have 2 mega pastors
That is correct. You can't serve but one God.
and 1 pastor. But I don't care to hear Mace on Kanye beats. I don't care.
I don't care to hear Mace.
Exactly. That's what I say. Mace, you're 1997 and 98. You had a run. Yay. That was 25 years ago. Can we just let it go?
He wants to be up there with his contemporaries. He said he wanted to be more than just an artist. He wanted to step up and do more than just be a rapper.
What skills did you have beside being messy?
He's a strong pen. He penned some hats.
Okay, so let's talk about this pen. Says
A&R in it. He could have A&R'd somebody.
okay, so does
You
Mace-
tried to
does Mace-
A&R your sister and you had
That
too
didn't
much messy shit going on the side and you fucked that up for her.
Facts.
But
So-
he got other stuff he was
So
going
so
through.
so he had the pen.
He was young.
He had the pen, and Biggie said he was his favorite rapper.
Mhm.
Once again, 25 years ago. So in that 25 years, everything that Jay did doesn't matter. Everything that Nas did doesn't matter. Everything that we would throw Wayne in there doesn't matter. Everything that Kanye did doesn't matter. Everything that 50 did doesn't matter because Mace wrote a couple of songs on a couple of albums in 96, 97, and 98. We're
You know
supposed
who
to be
this nigga reminds me of?
Who?
the nigga who that high
Chris
school.
Ones.
Reminds me of Chris Wood, or he reminds me of fucking Al Bundy. Oh, back in the 90s, I was writing them
this
hits,
nigga-
boy. I was
yeah.
writing them motherfuckers, like, you better respect my pen. You're like, hey, what was your last hit? Well, more money, more problem. I was killing
And
them out
since
there.
you don't respect his classics, you get I Am an MC, Are You 12?
Are you 12? And then put it like this. Even if we say, okay, if Welcome Back was a good album, which it's not. Welcome Back came out 17 years ago. So what the fuck have you done in the last 15 years that make me say, damn, yeah, Mason. No.
I can't wait for this album to drop.
So once again, we're talking about 96, 97, 98. He had a nice run. It was cool.
There's niggas that's dropped albums in recent years that I'm not looking forward to their next album. So what the fuck, Mace?
So why are we still stuck on Mace?
Are
we just waiting for Mace to say, "Hey, did he fuck me?"
No, we're
literally,
literally. We're not obsessed with Mace. Mace is obsessed with Mace. Radio stations love a hot mess. Mace is a hot mess.
But Mace didn't go to the big radio stations with the Oracle 2. You know why he didn't? Because no one gave a fuck.
Because
but let him tell it. Oh, Diddy was hurting. He was making phone calls trying to get my shit shut down. But here's what I find funny about that, Mace. When I go on YouTube, you know, Diddy can't control YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've only seen one. I can't even find the lyrics to this fucking shit.
To the Oracle 2?
Yes. There's only one video with the lyrics on it, and like it's a couple of people, like it's a few people have it, but it's not on a crazy scale to where it's like, oh, the Oracle's blowing up and Puffy got an answer for this shit. No, it's just on a couple of people's pages. There's no lyric video, so it's not really popular. It's not even lyrics on Genius. So Puff doesn't have that strong of a reach to block every nigga on earth to say, hey, no, you better not put the Oracle 2 on your shit. Niggas don't care.
He's not that influential to tell us to not give a fuck about the Oracle. I listened to the first 6 seconds of it and I was ready to go.
Exactly. But I heard that. Cool.
Oracle 1 was crazy though.
No, it wasn't.
It was good.
It was crazy.
It was good.
It was crazy, but
did he ever explain?
Crazy?
Did he explain the fucking of the sister? Then it wasn't that crazy.
Yeah, he ran around that goddamn question.
Yeah, so he's not that crazy. But he loved. I did lie once. Can't have a sister. Well, if you know, you know. Yeah, you lied. Shut the fuck up. You said sister. So once again, talk about semantics. You say you're a thirsty nigga. You tell about the time when you fucked your sister.
Wait, what?
That's the line from the Mace Oracle 1.
The first one.
So that is the line. There's no ambiguity. There's no sister-like person. You said your sister. Okay, I don't have a sister. Okay, that's a lie. Done. Like there's no. Once again, you can't spin around me, sir. That's one clear lie in Oracle. That way, the whole shit's a lie to me now. I can look you in your eyes, Mace, and say you lied.
You
Look
lying.
at the camera. Tell him.
Mace, you lied. You said he fucked his sister.
Hit the button.
Oh yeah, hit the button. So
you don't have it no more?
Okay.
You lied.
He lied.
Oh, sorry.
Lied. Fucking lied.
So the same way the Energy Emperor Pocket, who died like 15 years after he said that shit. I'm gonna say you fucking lied. Idiot. What else we got here?
The OVO, ain't nothing to talk about that.
If Mace would have signed the OVO, nothing would have happened. All right, go ahead. Mace doesn't. I think Mace is only relevant when it comes to Puff.
Yeah. I think they're using each other right now. Shout out to the Barbershop Talk podcast with Matt Hoffa. What's this podcast?
My expert opinion.
Huh?
My expert opinion. He said Barbershop Talk.
They're in the fucking barbershop.
My expert opinion.
I didn't know the name of it. I just watched it, like a couple of shows here and there.
What you call that shit Barbershop Talk? like
they in the fucking barbershop talking, nigga.
So on the LeBron one on
they
HBO.
Talking a barbershop.
No, we call that Barbershop Talk.
I mean, I thought that actually was I thought it was like the barbershop or some shit like that.
No, it's my expert opinion.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, so shout out to my expert opinion, Matt Hoffa's podcast, where they was talking about is Mace, does Harlem still care about Mace or something like that? And they were going into
if they don't, Mace should be happy.
But Harlem let's go ahead.
I forgot my point. What was I talking about? I know with the Matt Hoffa shit, but I'm trying to remember tying it into something you just said.
They do with Mace walking around. Why is Mace able to walk around Harlem or something?
Nah, it had nothing to do with that, with the whole running out of Harlem and all that stuff. It's something to do with yeah. Okay, I remember now. So the Puff, because you were just talking about how we talk like Puff needs Mace needs Puff, yada yada yada. So one of the dudes was saying that that's some industry shit. Like, hey, get your sales up. You can say what you need to say about me to go ahead and get your sales up. It's cool to boost up the sales because it's helping both of them. So again, as we see that Diddy is signing a one album deal with Motown Records. This is actually helping Diddy in a sense because the energy is being poured towards him. People are talking about whatever Mace is talking about, like, oh, now Mace is talking about, oh, you jerked me, you got me, you took the money,
Literally.
yada, yada, yada. So
Whoa.
this sets it up for Diddy to drop an album to where it's like, okay, we'll see if Diddy addresses Freddie P. Let's see if Diddy addresses Gene Dill, because Gene Dill been going for years talking about that shit with the big situation and all that. Let's see if he is going to respond to Mace. So that builds up the anticipation for his album. So the dude on the My Expert Opinion, Math Alpha's podcast, they brought that up. Like, that's some industry shit. Like, niggas do be doing that. Like, hey, you can go ahead and diss me, whatever. Say what you need to say to get your album sales up. Generate some interest and traction.
Is he giving Mace money for it?
Don't know.
Probably not.
He generating leads.
He's a salesperson now.
Literally.
Oh, he
That's
selling
all
the
we
shit
do.
out of this beef. Okay, so yeah, that does qualify as a salesperson.
The only thing I've asked about this was why. Like, don't tell me because of Freddie P crying does touch your heart that much.
But I look at it like, how does he peace out.
Be safe.
How does it how does that all of a sudden make this viral?
Okay, what I'll say is this: if Freddie P is the reason why you did the diss, then I don't want you to talk about Black Rob. I want you to talk about Loon.
G-Dub.
Why don't you talk about Shine?
Well, Shine had 99, so I'm gonna give him a pass for Shine. He was going. But I was saying, don't bring him up. Like, don't bring up Freddie P, because Freddie P was crying, but Black Rob died. Where were you when Black Rob died? Why did you help Black Rob?
Where were you when Craig Mack died?
Craig Mack, same thing. Were you there to help Craig Mack out? Why is Craig Mack signing albums to do a deal with the gangsters and shit, about to get killed? Where were you at, Mace? So if you want,
You did a song with Black Rob.
but I'll say all that. So don't get on here now talking about, oh, it's my pen, I did this, but then they say, oh, I'm above Puff, blah blah blah. Okay, so if you're above Puff, blah, 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 that's all great. Then now I'm looking at you, Mace. Why didn't you save Black Rob? Why didn't you save Craig
You could have
Mack?
brought him into
Why
your
didn't
church.
you sit
That's
down?
what Christians do.
Why didn't you tell Puff, since you over Puff, hey Puff, you need to make sure these people get paid, make sure the people good. No, what you do, you ran because some shit got into it. You got into some shit on your side that you was doing. So don't come back now and talking about, oh, I cared about the people. Because you didn't give a fuck about the people back in 99, 2000 when you were helping keep everything afloat. Because really, if your pen kept everything afloat and you left and it drowned after that, then you were to blame for Craig Mack, Black Rob, and all them.
G-Dep.
You were to blame. So if you want to take all the accolades for being the pen, the guy who saved Bad Boy,
take all the
then
bad
you take
shit.
the blame for what happened to everybody that was on Bad Boy. Because if you were above Puff, you should have told Puff to take care of him. So, do you have the juice or don't you?
No,
Are you really above Puff or you're not?
Ain't no pulp in that orange.
Then Mace, sounds to me like you're just talking.
He's generating leads.
He's a salesperson.
Generating, like I said that.
Well, this
But yeah.
concludes season 9, where we show you how we're divine but out of line. Debo. Meme number 97. Resurrecting Mason Betha. Did we resurrect him?
No.
No.
We want him to stay buried in the crypt of time.
Okay. Hashtag the Oracle says stop. Hashtag gots to do. No, I ain't gonna say that one.
Thank you.
What would Betha do? Hashtag Lil Durrell. Anything y'all got?
Don't this sound like something a mentally impaired person would do?
No.
This whole, like, the way he acts?
Well, he just knows how to. Am I mentally impaired?
We're not
Do
arguing.
you act like Mace?
Y'all said I'm a master goddamn spinner.
Well,
I would not be.
Do you do
I think
something
Mace is a
stupid and then run and then come back and do the same stupid shit again?
I would say that Mace is low-key a sociopath.
And sociopaths are normally narcissists.
They don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. So I can see Mace being a total narcissist, which is why him and Puff got along but did not get along.
And using other people's misery is like a narcissist's bread and butter.
All right. So, topics of discussion for today is timelines, where we went down the timeline of Murder Mace, Shiny Suit Mace, Pastor Mace, and Mystical Manipulative Mace. Power of the Pen, where we pretty much came to the conclusion that he didn't really have a pen.
He didn't have one.
And
By
then,
George, he didn't have one.
He had invisible ink.
And then lastly, well,
It didn't hold up. It didn't keep me seat over.
No,
time.
it held.
yeah, it came and then it just disappeared. on
Yeah,
paper.
after it dried, it did
Disappeared.
what it needed to do.
Don't see it. I see Puff.
He was there.
And then lastly, we did our new segment, the Meme Multiverse of Madness. So, nice segue. Join us in 2 weeks for meme number 98, where we blackify Doctor Strange 2 and the Multiverse of Madness. So be on the lookout for that. So where you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and all podcast platforms. You're only getting season 8 and up on those platforms. If you want seasons 1 through 7, pre and post shows and exclusive content, go to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/theMEMEpodcast. That's TheMEME podcast. Donate, support, and become a meme or a memer. In closing,
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Everything is everything, and everything is what is. It is what it is till it ain't.
Can't you see what you do to me?
You were meant
For me. Hey.
oh.
every time I see you.
I get this feeling. Oh, yeah.
So in closing, I say, life is but a meme. You can dream, express, or have no chill. But at the end of the day, we can give a fuck how you feel. This is the Meme Podcast. When it comes to black entertainment, we reign supreme, all facts. We are the supreme meme team. We cloud chasing, keeping up, and about waking people up. We honor both. If you have a problem with that, pull up if you want that smoke. And it'll be that way until RC cease.
We out of here. Peace.
You're now listening to Meme. 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 You're now listening to Meme. Yeah.